sexy.
Can you hear me breathing?
Boom! And we are live with the 200th episode of the Brownwater Banter podcast. My name is Jared Seymour.
My name is Joey Case.
That's
all
right.
Day long.
That is right. Even at night, though. That's what they don't understand. Even at night.
It's 9:30. It's past my bedtime.
That's right, baby. It's the 200th episode, man. It's a celebration. Obviously, you can see that we are not in the studio that we normally are in. We are over here at Salt Pepper Oak with our homie Vincent and the good homie, the grandfather, DC.
Why I gotta be the grandfather?
DC, because you the
I'm the youngest
originator.
one at this
He's
table.
younger
You're
than
the
us.
originator.
Dang,
You're the
younger than
originator,
us.
though, baby. You're the originator.
Originated.
You're the creator.
Never duplicated.
Never
Austin
duplicated.
originated. Yep.
Yeah. Oh shit. I got the TikToks on over here. That's what the background noise is. Listen. Tonight, we're mixing it up. Tonight's going to be a celebration. We're going to go all off the rails tonight. Do not play this at work or in front of your children. It could be explicit. That's your warning. That's your warning right there. As you might have noticed, like I said, we're not in the studio tonight. We came all the way over here to Chapalapa Falapa. What is it? Chapalapa Road? What are we on?
Capilama.
Capichalama. That's what I said.
Capilama Road's 45 minutes from my house.
Yes, that Cantaloupe Road.
Truly, it's 16940.
If you can spell it, Vincent will
Capilama
give you a free brisket if you can spell it.
That's right.
Capilama
Don't look
Drive.
it up on Google. Don't
Capilama
Google.
Drive.
Don't Google it.
We made absolutely no publicity about this episode tonight. I did not create the event. We just went bam right here.
I did something.
Off the cuff.
You did.
I did.
I'm talking about how
created
shitty
an
I
event.
am. I'm shitty. Is
You
what
had
I'm
a
saying.
lot going on. You had to uproot and come out to.
Bring this bad boy right up here. I want to hear that. I want to hear that beautiful baritone.
You know,
Yeah.
you had
There
to,
we
you had
go.
to come out here to Pass Christian, Mississippi.
What's the address again?
16940 Capilama Drive.
Capilama
Pass
Drive.
Christian,
Capilama.
Mississippi.
I want to see the comments down below. I want everybody to chime in. If you're part of the audience, if you're part of the Brownwater universe, let me hear you speak. It's Friday night. We got 16 people already joined us tonight, and we didn't promote shit.
Y'all,
16?
what y'all
yeah.
doing?
Hey,
Yeah.
I need if my wife is listening, can you share this on our account? I love you.
Mhm. So here's the thing.
She's already sleeping.
Shameless.
Hey, I'm
She
sorry.
just texted me and said she was
Hey,
sleeping.
Damn, Joey, right out the gate. You hear what my boy said? My boy said she texted him.
I'm just playing.
I
Slim,
get it. I mean, thank you. You know what I mean?
He likes them
Can
pork
you tell
bellies.
her? Can you just make sure she
No, I'm not
shares it?
texting her back. I'm not texting her back.
He's ghosting her right now. It's
Yeah,
a whole
yeah,
game.
yeah,
It's a
yeah.
strategy. It's a strategy.
So yeah,
Right.
Hey, share it. It might get a little crazy, but
Right.
maybe not the Facebook. Just Instagram.
We got a Facebook user. I don't know who that is. Can't hear you very well. All right, that's okay. We can turn
All right,
that up.
good.
Yeah,
Help
we
it
got
out.
that. How about this?
Turn it up.
Turn it up. Is
Can
that
you
any
hear
better
us
right there?
now?
How about that now? How about that now?
Is
Can
any
you
is
hear
any
us now?
is anybody from Pearlington?
How about
viewing
right
this
now?
now?
Because we had to do all this over with. We had to break it down and bring it over here. So all right, let's see. Anybody any better now? Is that better? Does it sound hotter?
We're gonna shift on the fly.
Hey,
Yeah. Oh,
hey,
this
hey.
is a live show, baby. This one ain't gonna be so we can hear you. There we go. Oh, my wife's in the
Yeah.
comments.
Oh,
Damn.
hey.
All the way over there and wherever the hell y'all
Hey,
at.
Orange Beach,
hey,
Alabama.
And y'all watching the podcast?
Well, and
What's
there's-
wrong
hey,
with y'all?
If she's commenting, there's a good chance she's still faithful to me right now. You know what I'm saying?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
She don't like
Can't
you.
hear
She
Vincent.
don't like you
Vincent,
that
you got to
much.
talk up.
Check
Vincent,
one,
I need
check
you.
one,
No,
check
because you're
one.
whispering.
Vince has got to go up.
You gotta put that.
I don't wanna
that mic
yell.
closer.
Well,
I've been told I've been
leave.
yelling all
Yeah.
night.
Well,
No, that's
you need-
fine.
I get fired up. I'm sorry.
The
Yeah,
people
that's
love
fine.
you, baby. The people love you. That's all you need to know. All right, so Orange Beach, that's where they're at. That is right. Seth,
That's right.
Can't hear
Orange
just fine.
Beach.
Seth, thank you for tuning in. All of y'all people that's not out partying tonight, not out ratting the roads, we appreciate
What are y'all doing?
tuning in. Tonight's going to be really what Brownwater was about. It's like we're going to be in a bar room, except this is Vincent's restaurant. But it's we got that vibe going tonight,
Yeah.
right? We're sipping on a little brown water. We're
lot
going
of
to celebrate
brown water.
200 episodes. We're going to talk about the show. We're going to talk about your restaurant. This is going to be one of them slow plays. We ain't going to talk too fast. It's going to be fun. I just spit on the screen too, so that's good too. All right.
He
So-
spits.
So here's the thing. 200 episodes.
200.
God damn.
Congratulations, guys.
That's a
Thank
long
you.
time.
It is a long time.
And to come from what we came from,
How
it's,
many-
it's pretty
Dude.
legit.
Yeah.
If
yeah.
I was
I mean-
if I was a better producer, I would have like clipped some of our old shit. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
like Joey said, we came
it's not-
from
it's not that style.
Well, I mean,
Well,
to start
sure.
it off, Jared started it to begin with.
So
He-
hang on, before you even start, because there might be a lot of new listeners. We got a lot on TikTok.
TikTok.
yeah,
what?
Jared, tell them
this-
what's going on TikTok. Look, hey, we're live on TikTok as well at Salt Pepper Oak.
right.
We got about 500 people watching right now. So
Yeah.
on this side, so we're going to kind of reference back and forth to my phone
Yeah.
as well. So,
Let's do
but
it.
look, I think the audience right now really truly wants to know
What?
of the humble beginnings of Brownwater Band.
Take it over,
Stuff.
Joe.
We're
Joey.
two
Joey,
hundred.
yeah,
Joey's about to roll.
Let me set the tone here.
Okay,
Okay,
set the
go
tone,
ahead.
baby.
We're
Set the tone.
200. We're 200 episodes. That's commitment, gentlemen.
Yes,
It is.
big time, and
That's
it's not
true commitment to your what you had an envision for.
That's right.
So go take us back to pre-episode 1.
Episode 1.
Pre-episode 1.
I was not there.
Tell us about it.
So
Pre-episode though? What you
Well,
mean?
episode 1, that area when the
Yeah.
idea of Brownwater Banner
so
came down.
Jared
Take us there.
came in with a political. He wanted to do the political party.
When you
That's
say
what he
came in,
wanted
what
to
do you mean?
Mm-mm.
He wanted to
Got it
do the
right.
Gulf Coast.
Ooh.
He wanted to do the Gulf Coast. I mean, you wanted to do the Gulf
Scandalous.
Coast.
Let me give the backstory, then you
Go ahead.
take it where you,
You
come
go
in.
ahead.
All
You
right,
go
all
ahead.
right, all right.
Let's hit that rewind.
Yeah.
So got out of anesthesia school.
Yeah.
Gave up the band to go.
Yeah, falls from grace.
For a lot of things. I mean, we all did for our own
Falls on
reasons,
face.
right? Came back home from anesthesia school, moved back down here, and was like, bro, I want to get back into audio. I want to get back into video. I want to get back into music. But you got young kids.
What year?
2018.
2018.
2018. And so it's like, well, what can I do? And I had J Bob was doing a podcast. My buddy Anthony was doing a podcast. Podcasting was getting, it had been going on
Big.
for a long time, but it was really starting to get into where people knew what it was. And I'm like, I'm gonna give this shit a shot because I can do it at home.
Yeah.
I don't got to go away. I ain't got to get on the road. I ain't got to go to Slidell.
Don't have to practice with
Yeah,
anybody.
yeah,
It's just
exactly.
Right there.
And so I'm like, well, what do I want it to be about? What's 2 things I love outside of family and spirituality? It's like music and the Gulf Coast. So did the sound on one, did Brownwater on the other. And Joey's saying politics. Absolutely. It's politics, small businesses, and anything to do with the Gulf Coast of Mississippi and really Texas, Florida, Louisiana, whatever.
Beautiful.
I love it. The Gulf of Mexico. It's when I'm out there, that's my happy place. So episode 1 starts out in my buddy Anthony's garage with J Bob.
Yeah.
The 3 of us. It's audio only. We got a couple pictures of it and some probably video that might be out there somewhere, but the camera failed. We didn't have none of that. So there was that. Then we did Joey came on episode 22. I know that because that was your football number.
Correct.
But from 1 to 22 was all over the place. We had some political guys on. We had more of this, which I'd like to get back to, just bullshitting at the table at my old house, the kitchen.
With the grandmother's fudge walls.
That is also a trivia question
Yeah.
and true.
Yes.
So then Joey calls me up one day and says, "Hey man, we need to start live streaming these tournaments." Joey wasn't into nothing at this point as far as
No,
like
no.
audio,
So
podcast.
we were coming
Just
in.
porn only, right?
Just
No,
that's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's
I
it.
was
That's
in
all
the.
it
He
is.
had
I was
an
in a lot of
OnlyFans
report-
page
Yeah,
that
I had
showed his
I
feet.
had the first OnlyFans page.
Did you
Correct.
paint your toenails or no?
No, there was more feet in that time of the year.
Well,
But
as long as you let people spit on them, it's
that's
cool.
right. We were coming in from the Gorn Flows tournament, and I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this tournament. Nobody knows what's going on. There's no leaderboard. There's nothing like that. I get back home. We waited fish in. Nothing was going on. I said, Jared, the next day we need to go live stream these tournaments because nobody's live streaming fishing tournaments in South Mississippi. Nobody's doing that shit. So then we get up with Mr. Richard Parker.
You skipped a bunch of steps because my first response was you should do one of your own. And at the time we were doing this, like we're going to do CastNet. It was like a networking of all these different podcasts. And we ended up doing, so you should start your own. Bob, I was giving you all these ideas and I'm like, it's right inside the wheelhouse. Let's just make it all one.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Really.
yeah,
And then that's when we were like, okay. And I'm like, well, fuck it then. Just come on with Brownwater then and let's run and be 50-50 on the company and let's go.
Right.
And that was episode 22. You came on and we talked about that for the trivia nerds out there that wants to go look that up. And that's where it's at.
And
then keep going with that though. That was where we
yeah.
were.
So we started. We didn't know where the fishing was going to go. So the first thing we got to was Mr. Richard Parker, and he did a bass tournament in South Mississippi. It was all high school kids, and we literally went there with a phone and a gimbal.
what's a gimbal for the
The
people
thing
that
Joey
don't know?
broke of
Slim, you
Vincent's
good?
earlier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
live on TikTok on my account. We got like 500 people in there.
Okay.
They're
So-
telling me I need to adjust the camera.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I
yeah,
apologize.
yeah. That's fine. That's
we're
fine.
leaving it. So
TikTok
me
cameras.
and Jared pulled up into the back of back of my truck with a gimbal, a pod stand,
Tripod,
and a
yep,
tripod, and a camera, a cell phone.
Yep.
And we're literally we're doing this live stream with this bass tournament.
State championship.
Yeah, and it's like 5,000-6,000 views
The
right
state
off the
championship
bat.
for high school?
Yeah.
Oh,
State.
state
bass fishing.
championship.
For
That was
high
in
school.
the
No,
Irish.
it actually wasn't.
No, it was.
It was?
Yeah,
Okay,
it was a state
okay.
championship
Yeah, dude,
way in
that's
the Irish.
what's killer right now.
Yeah.
Freaking, when we were in school, there was no such thing as a high school bass fishing team.
No, what happened to Vincent? He's left. He left.
He's gone.
He
He's
left. My
already
boy
done.
left.
He must be going to have to check his briskets out.
All right, we good. No, I'm
Okay,
good. That's
yeah.
this is a low budget production.
Yeah.
Just quit hitting that microphone on the table. That's
Yeah.
all we gotta do. People
he,
gonna.
uh,
I'm gonna mute it real quick.
Mm.
I'm gonna mute that. All right, keep going. Keep going.
So we literally, we sat in the back of my truck
Mhm.
and we filmed this, or we live streamed this Bass Tactics Classic for Mr. Richard, and it got like 6,000 views because a lot of these people were out of state. They were Jackson,
Grandmas
they were Tupelo.
want to see their kid.
Yeah, I mean, none of these people were coming down here to Gulfport to see their kids fish. They wanted to see it on the live stream, and we talked to Mr. Richard. We're like, "Hey, man, this is our first time we're going to do it.
Yep.
Don't know what it's going to turn out to. It could be total crap, but hey, you want to do it?" He's like, "Come down here and see what you want to do." So we blasted it out, and there was a lot of people, a lot of grandmas, a lot of mamas, a lot of dads, aunts, tuning in to see their kids fish. Because,
right.
I mean, if you weren't down here, you wouldn't know what it was.
And so y'all was covering that. Y'all was commenting on it.
Oh yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that
yeah.
live.
We interviewed Mr. Richard. We talked about what the tournament was about. We interviewed the weighmaster, and then we set it up, and then it was just boat after boat after boat, and it was, you couldn't believe the reels that were rolling off. It was great. I love Brian, or grandma's looking at Steven, you know what I'm saying? It's just the old school that couldn't make it down there.
Right.
To check it out.
Yep.
And we had it there for them.
And so then we started doing other tournaments, man, and again, doing the charter boat captains and all stuff like that. That's when that started hitting off. But that was all part of the wheelhouse from the get go. But Joey was in that community heavier than I was,
right?
Even still now, and so it's just a blending of two people that's from down here into what you see now, and into every 200 episodes.
And like the tournaments y'all was covering was like current tournaments, like
the big ones that was already
around
forever.
Yeah.
We did the
bringing the digital to some shit that already
we did the Fish Classic.
We did the Billfish Classic when they broke the swordfish record. We did the cobia tournament. We did a lot of high school bass fishing stuff. We did our own tournaments. We have 2 tournaments now. We live stream them. So fishing is our bread and butter. We do branch out on politics. We do branch out on cooking. We do branch out on bourbon. We branch out on coffee. We branch out on anything local.
Coastal living.
That's right.
Yeah.
Coastal living.
Chris Noble's in the comment. He said he knew day one we'd be killing it. Chris, I appreciate that comment. And Chris's podcast was the first podcast that I was ever on with Yancey.
So what was it? The Buford and the goat.
And the goat, and it was in Seneca Music. That's on YouTube still, and I believe it was us 3 plus Red Cap.
Yep,
was on that one, and that was 2016 because I was still in school.
Way ahead of the.
They were.
But I mean,
like,
when I first got my first iPod, like the first iPod, it had podcasts
Buford and the Big Goat Show.
Buford and the Big Goat. Yeah,
badass.
Podcasts got big way back in the day, like 2003, 2004,
right?
And then they fell. They fell.
And seeing it's funny, man, because and Jared will tell you this too. We got into a discussion with it when we were back hot and heavy on the music, and J Bob was like, "Man, we need to do a podcast."
Our drummer,
our drummer, and we were like, what
we didn't
the
know
hell is a podcast?
Correct.
For one, and like, how is that going to help us in what we're doing? And like, hindsight's 20/20 right now. It would have been. This was in a time period when there was none. Like
correct.
It was not. Joe Rogan wasn't podcasting. I don't think.
No, this was 2008.
Nobody.
Yeah, and J Bob had told us that, and we were just total
but
assholes about it.
The trade off to that though is it would have been so early that you wouldn't have had a lot of people to watch it because there wouldn't have been
nobody's
anybody
following.
Where everybody there.
Yeah.
But the content to look back on would have been great.
And his concept was still a killer concept because
in the van,
in the van on just what happens in the van on the way to shows, from shows, to shows,
just
whatever.
cutting up like this,
and just a bunch of guys that get that
a lot of that couldn't have been shown.
Mm-hmm.
No, but
very true.
Well, you were part of that. Benson was part of that.
Oh yes,
I can neither confirm nor
true. Good point. Very good way to let me have that brown.
Well,
brown water,
in council culture, we would not have lasted 5 seconds.
Correct.
Joey, real quick in the comments.
I'm
Jesse,
nervous now.
right now. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Jesse Williams said one of these years we're going to get you on the Casey Seal Memorial Tournament. He said same day as the Sheepshead Showdown this year. We were
Yeah.
just talking about that this week.
Yeah.
We hate that it's the same day, but we understand how to, like, schedule and stuff. That's just how it goes. We will still support that tournament, donate to it, Jesse, and still share it out and everything. But that's such a great cause.
Yeah.
Great
For sure.
not situation, but a great cause. You know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So thank you for the comment, brother. But no, cancel culture and
and I apologize. A rolling chair in a podcast with wires is not
a
correct
good idea.
motion.
No,
because
okay.
I was
He
literally
was all over him.
I was 3 chords deep in a 2-roller wheel. You know
All right,
what I mean?
okay,
So
all
I
right.
apologize for having to fix that. Plus,
Yeah.
TikTok, we got things going
We're
on
at
over
TikTok
here. So
rolling.
Vincent,
Yeah.
I want to congratulate you tonight. Number one on the restaurant because we're sitting here in the middle of it. It looks great.
It's awesome.
Everything about this is perfect. The food is amazing or whatever, but not even that. To hell with all that. The charisma that I saw tonight when I came in and watched you TikTok live tonight in your kitchen,
right.
it was like watching Drew Brees or somebody throw a touchdown pass.
You heard it.
It was like watching
right there.
It was
Drew Brees of barbecue.
It was like Tom Brady
Right
throwing
here.
It was like
Give me more.
let me tell you.
If Tom Brady rubbed fat on a brisket,
That's right.
It was.
It was like watching Richard Simmons sweat to the old.
That's
Tell
right.
me more.
It was
Yes.
talent like I've never seen
I don't
before
know if
in
it's
real
talent.
life.
And
It's
you're
talent.
bringing that. You're
can't
like
teach
the guy
this.
who's at the 25, 30, 35,
Yeah,
35, 40.
auctioneer.
Yeah, you're an auctioneer.
You're an
You
auctioneer.
get amped up.
But look,
Yeah.
You
look,
get amped, but
look.
you're low energy now, and I like that. I like it up, and then I like it
But-
you
but
see what I'm saying?
You gotta, because it takes a lot.
It takes a lot out of it.
And-
Yeah.
and-
Right,
and
right.
anybody that's watching that knows Slim, I ain't calling him Vincent. 'cause
I don't
that ain't-
know. I'm gonna call him what he
No,
tells
no,
me to
no.
call him.
But
Tell me what he
That's
you
tells
know,
me.
Slim
I'm
is
a little
what
bit.
they know me in
I'm a little
Hancock
bit.
County.
I'm a little bit
That's-
older
that's
than
an old-
Vincent.
It's very hard
Yeah.
for me to call you
So,
Vincent.
The
Uh,
problem
I'm doing my
is,
best.
That's okay.
but the problem is, you never trust a skinny chef.
That's right.
So when you
Always.
call him Slim,
People
Well,
know.
Slim goes back to rest in peace, Coach Don. You know what I
You're
mean?
right, you're
Great,
right, you're
great high school football
You know
coach that we had as young adolescents in 9th, 10th, 11th grade, 12th grade. So Coach
Get
Don
him,
Bounds
Bo.
actually.
Get him, Bo.
I literally was running ropes, and Coach goes, "Get it, Slim," and ever since then it's stuck. So Coach Don Bounds, rest in peace, man. We love you. We
so
miss
that
you,
was
brother.
Hancock
Hancock
County?
High School.
Hancock.
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah.
1997, 1998.
Ooh, we're going way
You know what
back.
I mean? So that's, Coach is, great coach, but he nicknamed me Slim, and it stayed in Hancock County for sure.
I'm gonna steal something from your game that I noticed tonight. I want to let everybody know because we got a lot of viewers, right? We didn't promote this. We didn't do anything.
No.
What can we ask the comment section? I know where they're from. I'm not gonna say where you're from. This ain't we ain't got people from Minnesota and all this. What do we need to know from the audience tonight? Can you help me out?
I mean, just hey,
What is it?
at any conversation that you would have in a bar with your
Right,
friends, with
right.
the bartender, it's like,
Right.
hey, what do we do? I mean, you're in the medical field.
Well,
You're,
I'm gonna be selfish then. I'm gonna ask the people that's watching live right now. What do you like about the show?
Right.
Our show.
Yeah.
This 200th episode, we celebrate. We're being a little selfish tonight. What do y'all like? Let us know in the comments what you like about the show. If it's
probably me.
Joey, let me know.
It's got to be.
Can I
kicked
tell you
your
what I-
ass in arm wrestling earlier.
That's
We'll
right.
get into that.
Can I
We'll
tell
get
you what
into
I
that.
like?
We're gonna get into the
Yeah,
arm
yeah,
wrestling.
even
Can I
close.
truly tell you what I like?
Yes, I
I've
would
been
love
on
that.
Brownwater
it's
Banner twice, and I
questionable.
felt privileged to be asked to come on Brownwater Banner. I truly did.
I had
First
you episode
podcast-
1, baby. You know
first
that. You know
podcast-
that.
I mean, you right up there with
Truly the
Scale
first,
Cracker now.
truly the first podcast I've ever done.
And you did great.
You know what I mean?
He's a natural.
And I thought about it. You can see I got all the equipment. It's something that I feel like is necessary for any part of, if you're good personality wise, and I think you have a very good radio voice, you're kind of that front man. You've always been that guy, and you've tailored a lot of Brownwater Banner, based off of your voice. Like I enjoy listening to that in some regards. Nothing against Joey.
No.
He's kind of the
He's
wild
the face.
card.
He's
No,
the
Correct.
face.
he's the fun environment.
the
You're
face.
the
Well, nobody's
you're
gonna believe you fuck with fishing.
Right.
Yeah,
also
yeah.
true. Also,
So
very,
he's gotta
well,
have something
And,
to come
and he
in.
gives the show
I
legitimacy.
mean, you're
in-
not
in
an
that regard.
outdoorsman, even though you got
but
that
you're a
camo
good
hat on.
moderator of a story.
Yeah. Well,
if that makes sense.
I've always called it.
DC is my favorite part of this episode.
I've
Who do you
always
think said that? Your son.
Yeah.
Your son.
I've
Thank
always-
you, Dylan. Thank
yeah.
you, Dylan.
I've always
Jesus.
called it the
Dylan
Batman.
Christ.
Yeah. The Batman Robin complex.
It is.
So
It is. But
When-
Jared's,
when
well,
flips,
Jared's definitely the Robin, though.
no,
sure.
no.
He's- yeah, 'cause,
when
I mean,
we do
He wears
politics,
the red panties.
no,
for sure.
he might. But when we do politics, I have to sit my ground because I'm not well versed in politics the way Jared is. So Jared takes the lead on that. A lot of shows Jared takes the lead on, and then when we go to fishing and hunting and stuff like that, I kind of take the lead on. Jared takes the robbing stuff on it. So it's
look
like,
at the Noah one. I mean, you're asking.
Well, I mean,
the question.
if you got to change a tire, you're not gonna call Jared.
I can change the tire, mother trucker. I can change the tire, baby.
I truly think that you're a great moderator and you're able to steer a conversation, and your voice kind of permeates in that sense. If that makes
well,
any
it's
any
fun
idea.
to be able to do it in it because I would always ask questions all the time anyway.
Yeah, that's
People
what
are
I'm saying.
Why don't you just shut up? You know, and it's like in a podcast, it's a great thing.
Yes.
In real life, sometimes we're like, could you just not keep just let it go? Like you don't have to know
I
everything.
can't explain everything to you.
yeah.
And a co-host helps because it is hard to steer a conversation the entire time.
With one person.
He has
Correct.
his perspective and you have your perspective.
Well, and I don't know, he hasn't said it yet, but like what a lot of times, whether he's on the lead or I'm on the lead,
right.
the guy so if we're doing politics and he doesn't know something about something, that's a great question because a lot of the audience don't know it either.
Right.
Same for me.
Right.
So
he may automatically assume something that he knows and the guy he's talking to knows, but I go, hey, you said this. What about that? And then they're in the audience, they may go, thank you for asking that because I didn't know it either.
We get it.
And I come through with that comic relief. Just,
Well, and
you
Joey's a little more raw, or you're a little more steer the boat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's out there
he's
open
giving
the
it the
mainsail.
gas, and you're
You're over there
steering
playing with the
Right.
rudder.
Keep your hand on the wheel.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
But it works.
Yeah.
It truly works.
Let's see here. Jesse Williams said, I think I flashed this a minute ago. He said, it's real and local, no bullshit. I appreciate that, Jesse.
Yeah.
That's what we like, man. We want to highlight our little sliver of the universe.
I truly think the local part is really key to your brand in that sense, because you can talk every aspect of what coast living is about, right?
Correct.
Y'all truly embrace that.
Correct.
You know what I mean? Donnie embraces that country living.
Well,
you know what I mean?
but hold on. Here,
We like
and then that
country living,
coast
too.
living is a little different. You live a little sassier. You know what I mean? You live a little bougier.
Yeah.
He's a
Know what I mean?
Sassy. I like
You know,
that word.
it's
Yeah,
true.
sassy.
You're a
We
little-
called y'all sassy.
it's a
y'all
little
was cool with it.
bougier.
It's
You know what I
kinda
mean?
questionable.
You got big boats. You look at each other. You want to go catch the big tunas. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
With,
snapper.
Big
Tuna and snapper.
Snappers.
That's
like,
all we're
it's like
about.
the big. It's like a perch.
That's all
it's
we're
like
about.
pulling up a tire from
Yeah.
the bottom of the ocean. It's
Right.
They're
not that
delicious.
fun.
They're delicious.
They
It's
taste
a
great,
tire
but it's a
richness.
boring fish to catch, and I get it. You know what I mean? But yes, so y'all do embrace that bouginess of the coast, and which is truly loving. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank
True.
you, Joe. Thank you, Joe Lassier, in the comments. Man, I miss you, brother. I love
But
you. I love you.
I don't think I'm considered coast trash.
Yo,
No,
100%. 100%.
No, bro, you from the kill.
100%.
yeah,
Shield
you
Rock.
ain't. You,
Right.
you
100%
we
kill.
come-
You're the
Yeah.
mayor of Hancock County.
That's
mayor.
right.
Mayor.
I'm not the mayor.
Here's the thing.
I'm a secretary.
BC is up there in the echelon.
No doubt. And
I'm
he
in
hasn't
the-
even got started yet.
Yeah.
He hasn't even got started.
He's just
yet.
rolling.
We want to highlight the Mississippi Gulf Coast for sure, 100%. There's no
100%.
doubt about it. But I will say this. Louisiana feels like home when I go over there. Texas coast, I don't go to that a lot, so I'm not trying to act like I do. But Florida,
Snowstorms.
Alabama.
Yeah, but I think we're even stepping too far because like a lot of people in St. Martin, Ocean Springs, don't even know where the kiln, Picayune. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Like this is
100%.
Louisiana to us. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
it
If we
is.
got to
It
drive
is.
30 minutes out of the way, we're not going.
And
there,
that's
you know what I'm
weird.
saying?
You're not.
And
That's
it's tough.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's weird to me.
We drive
'cause, like,
30 minutes, no problem.
Yes.
To get Joey to come out of Jackson County, unless she's into just the very borders of Harrison County, it takes an act of Congress.
Well, it's just it's tough because I didn't know
And you got to
what.
turn his ankle bracelet.
No,
off.
I didn't. Yeah, because
Also
I'm
true.
on house arrest. But I didn't know what Hancock County held. You know what I'm saying? I thought Hancock County.
Well,
I've been over here like one or two times
I gotta
playing
thank him
baseball,
for
but
that.
that's it. You know what I'm
That's because
saying?
of him. That's because of Donnie.
I mean,
It's-
anywhere you go, any pocket you have, just a community that is thriving. It's just a matter of how you intermix, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
You know, what introduced you to what we do here in Hancock
Well-
County, or what is done in St. Martin, or Jacksonville, and y'all have actually done that
Jacksonville.
across Jackson
Jackson
County.
County.
What'd he say?
Stop.
But it's kind of
It's the
weird.
Coors Light. Y'all
Yeah.
actually kind
Yeah.
of
Coors
broadcast
original.
that, and that's what's really key about your style of podcast. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You got politicians, you're coming to Hancock County, you're going to Jackson County, you're
Right.
going to the fishing shows. So, and people want to know what's going on in the community.
Yeah.
And the community's let's call it a 2-hour radius, right? We love to go to New Orleans here. Do y'all
Yes.
go to New Orleans?
Oh, all the
love New
time.
You know what I
Orleans.
mean?
I
When
love
it
New
was a
Orleans.
safe place to go, and it was
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah,
It was
yep,
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're not
You
getting
know
shot
what I
on
mean?
I-10. Yeah,
Correct,
we're good.
correct.
You know, there
correct.
is a serial shooter out there, and they
There
won't talk
is.
about it. You know
They
what I mean?
have a
That's a
little
whole nother podcast.
Yes.
But again, so what I think brownwater to me, when even I didn't know what the meaning of brownwater is. I always thought it was truly, you know what I thought it was? The
water.
brown water of the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
So if you
That's
go back,
what
if
it
you go
is,
back
yeah.
to episode 1, J.
Well, it's
Bob or
a dual
Anthony asked
meaning.
me. I don't
I even
remember
talked
which
to
one.
your cousin about that, because I was like, hey, I think is that what, is that what it's called? Is it bourbon or is it just the muddy waters of the Mississippi Gulf Coast?
Episode
Exactly.
1. Episode 1.
Exactly.
I say that in there. It's like it's a representation
You had
of
J Bob on episode 1
and Anthony, yeah, because J. Bob was podcasting already. Yes.
I wasn't on there.
J Bob's like the
Yeah,
red band of
22.
the Mississippi
Well,
Gulf Coast.
Correct.
He's like they're the Baldwins.
The Baldwins. That is also
Yeah.
true. But I was like, it's an homage. That's a fancy word to the color of the water
Spell
around
it.
here. I can't spell
If you
color.
Spell it, Jared.
OMH.
And to the slang term
dog
for
would
whiskey.
say
Growing up, man, I heard that all the time.
Brown
He's
water.
drinking brown water. He's on brown water, whatever, And then banter just means to talk shit at this table, which all my best family stories that I hear about, like from my grandma, my great grandma, that's what they did. They hung out like this, and they
Shoot the shit.
They just shot the shit.
Yeah.
It's the best memories of my childhood, and I'm like, why not
played
do it?
spades and got it on.
Correct.
That's right.
Correct.
Boo-ray.
Correct.
Hooray!
Boo-ray.
I got it.
And I lost all my money playing.
I think my uncle told me a story one time. I think they were like in high school or something, and they went. They'd been hanging out or whatever, and party was ending, so they went to his grandma, which is my great grandma's house. Knocked on the window. She like turned the lights on. He's like, "Can we come hang out?" Opened up the door,
Hook
poured
'em
them
up.
all some. They sat at the table.
Happy as hell to have everybody.
Exactly.
there.
Well, see, but my thing is, but besides football or baseball, we never came to Hancock County. Like we didn't know
Well,
anybody over here.
We didn't go to
We
Biloxi.
didn't. Yeah, that's right. Like we did.
We did.
So the coast was.
I went to
split.
Slidell. I live in Pearlton. I was born and raised
did most
Pearlton,
of our party
Mississippi.
in Slidell.
I went to Slidell.
Yeah. So
Old-
y'all were
Old Town-
going.
Old Town
Y'all were
Slidell.
going
I was
west.
15 minutes.
We
to
were
Slidell.
going east. You know what I'm saying? We're going to Ocean
when
Springs.
we did go to Biloxi, we used
Studio
to have
90.
a Studio 90.
Yes.
We had a little system
Yeah.
in
If
Studio 90.
Look, Jared,
Got them bands
Jared.
down. We knew what colors was which
Jared,
nights.
I don't know how many
With it.
people are watching. If you went to Studio 90 from 1999 to 2005, give us a like.
Not me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Give us a
Like,
like.
if you even know
Because
what,
that-
if
that
you even know what
place
Studio
was
90
the
is,
club.
if you even know what
That
Studio
place was
90
the
is,
club
No,
on
it
the
was.
Mississippi Gulf
It
Coast
was.
back
and,
in the day.
and,
was.
and if you can name the one that was across the street, you
Ah,
can even give us another.
I'll give you a
like.
hint.
Adam Randall, are you in the comments?
Yeah.
It's or Mike Mills.
Or
where are you?
what about
Mike
the grocery
Mills.
store, the pharmacy that was in the same parking lot as that? Can you name that?
I don't even remember that.
But-
Eckerd's?
All I'm
Oh,
saying
was it?
is,
Eckerd's was in the same
Eckerd's.
parking lot.
They don't
His
even
memory
have
is way
those
better than
anymore.
mine.
Yeah.
Way
all
better.
I'm saying is, for the 200th episode of Brownwater Banner,
Mhm.
you really truly have brought the Mississippi Gulf Coast to more people than in my opinion, anybody else. So we commend you.
Thank
and
you.
we
Because that was the
appreciate
goal.
that.
That's a
Because
100%
we didn't know. We really didn't know. Like before I hung out with Jared, I mean, I've hung out with Jared my entire life.
Yeah.
But before we hung out with Donnie over at where we go in the river?
McLeod.
McLeod Park.
For you,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean,
yeah.
been kicking it for a long
I
time.
didn't know what
Yeah.
Hancock County was all about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
never came. I came over here to fish, but it was offshore. I never came inshore.
Well,
you know
what
I'm
I
saying?
loved about coming over here doing the McLeod Park thing, which by the way, we talked about state parks on the last
Yeah,
episode.
with Delbert. Yeah.
McLeod is a treasure. That's a jewel.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
no doubt.
beautiful. It's an RV park, camping park on the Jordan River. If you have never been, guys, girls, please go check it out. But when I came over here the first time with Donnie, and then you came, I think like 2 or 3 in, to see him show up to McLeod, and it was just like us showing up to a Biloxi event or something where we knew that's so and so's related. So it was the same thing, and I was like,
Yeah.
all right, cool. I'm an outsider, kind of. I'm still from Mississippi, but he knows everybody, and everybody was warm, welcoming, and it was kick ass.
DC
Yeah.
knows everybody.
Well,
Over here, for sure.
And we fortunate enough to work from state line to state line on the coast. So I mean,
Right. With your
Yeah,
company,
you're all over.
With your
yeah,
company.
going to Jackson County, Harrison County, George County, even. I mean,
Do you just carry?
Stone. I mean, we go
Yeah.
all over, and it's literally, you meet the same people, a different story.
Yeah.
It looks like you tote the asphalt from county to county yourself. No,
He is.
So-
He puts it on his back.
Are you
He
flirting?
walks
Are
it
you,
over
are you
there.
flirting?
Yeah,
right
no,
now?
it's live, bro. We
You
can't edit this out. We
do
can't
that.
edit this out.
Like, do you just carry it yourself? Know what
He-
I mean?
he puts
Like,
it on his
it's-
back.
I
that
put
boy
it
is
on the back.
big.
Going back to what I said about with
Stop rubbing my leg under the table.
Yep.
Like for
But I
massage.
mean,
Speaking of
even
getting canceled.
in your work, like you get these contracts with people and you do the job. but do you really get the chance to hang out with them?
Yeah. So the cool thing is,
He's like, unfortunately,
Tell the
yes.
story when we went to Minnesota and cooked jambalaya and fried fish for those people.
Right. We've been so like we worked all around the country. So,
Tell that story.
Right.
I mean, but I keep coming back to it because it's like nowhere I've been. I meet a few people here and there that's like, they could come right in with us down here.
Correct.
And like,
we got one over here off camera.
I
We
mean,
got one
yeah,
over here off camera. Northern transplant.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got a few people that come in and say, you know,
I didn't. You said Yankee. I didn't. Go ahead.
yeah. So I mean, but like as far as from coast to, I mean, from all these different coastal counties, it's like I said, I haven't run into anybody. I've got friends in Harrison, Jackson, like I said, Stone,
That's it.
all over, and in South Louisiana too. I mean, it's like all of us, we all coast people.
Yeah, it's the same
Yeah.
shit.
So, I mean,
Same
it's
good food.
That brown
good
water goes
friends.
all the way from Galveston to about Alabama.
Yeah.
And it stops.
Yeah. Orange
So
Beach.
that's,
It kind of
that's originally that's what I always thought brown water band.
100% it is. And
So
I said
it was the
episode one.
brown water. So that encompasses every county. So you by y'all branching out to Hancock County, and that's the one on the state line, right? All the way to what's the last one? Stone County or Jackson County?
Jackson.
And then you go north. So what you're essentially doing is you're bringing the coast to as many people as you can by encompassing, small businesses, political sides, people that, meet Zach Rushing, the TikTok people.
Yep.
So you're really bringing more and more people to a wide audience. So we appreciate that. And I think that's why you've seen such a great, tremendous growth, right? Social media and all that, because you can truly see it because people want to know what's happening in their community.
Right.
Yeah.
And y'all are a couple of real cats, Ocean Springs. We don't really mess with y'all sometimes, know what I mean? Back in the early 2000s.
You say Martin.
I was about to say, you
The
call us
St.
Ocean
Martin.
Springs. I'm going to let
Martin.
you have a pass on that.
100%. One of y'all would have caught these hands back in 2001. Know what I mean? I'm just playing. Jared, I mean, that would have happened.
Hey,
That would have been Ocean Springs.
Hey,
That's
my
like
name's
Martin.
Jared.
Hey, it probably would have been him, but
Yeah, it would have been him.
we were
For
cool.
sure,
No,
it would have
I
been Joey.
No,
He
I'm
was
just
so
saying.
loud, bro, at the party. 100%.
Well, I mean, just because when you come over here, you got to bring it.
It's
You
like,
know
yeah,
what I
bring
mean?
it. Yeah,
bring
There's
it.
a whole nother.
I
There's
bring
a
it
whole
everywhere
nother
I
side of
come,
Mississippi. You know what I mean? Donnie and our roots go deep into
Oh,
these
yeah.
areas. Now
Yeah.
we can trace them back
Yeah.
to generations, past in the 40s and 30s and all that. I know.
Well, it's
Same,
weird when
same,
you,
same,
you know?
same
yeah.
on
Well,
the
it's
side.
weird when you come over here because you got the Ladners and it's all
Cuevas,
Morans,
Morans,
Cuevas. They're all the same thing, but when you go over there where we're at, where it's at Seymour's, Quaves,
Galot, Parker.
it's the same thing. It's just different names.
crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, so truly, and I think people that are from Mississippi, there's truly a pride that comes with it because you get beat down a lot. You get beat down in media.
I
We're
want to
backwards. We're slow.
Thank you.
Everything's
Yeah.
negative.
That's exactly what I was
But
trying
when you
to say.
truly get down here and you see all of Mississippi, Don and I lived in Oxford for a lot of years, so we've traveled the whole state of Mississippi for a lot of years, and it's a sense of community. I've lived in Louisiana since 2007.
Yeah,
I moved to.
I love that state.
Well,
the parts that I've been, I haven't been everywhere.
and it's the people are the same as here. They just got a little
Correct.
different
A
dialect.
little more Cajun.
It's
Shit.
a little
Coon-ass.
more. It's a little more fiery. They're a little more.
I
They're a little
saw-
more wild. Know what I mean?
I saw a meme that says, "If you get offended by being called a coon ass, you ain't a coon ass."
Yeah.
I was like,
I
"That's
love
the
it.
truest shit I've ever seen."
So-
I've never met a coon ass that if you call them that they were like, they weren't
No,
like,
it's
thank
like
you.
calling a redneck a redneck.
Exactly.
That's right.
They're
It's-
like, yes,
it's
touche.
like, thank you, right?
Touche.
now.
Yeah.
Thank you for
You know,
recognizing
so,
my
just-
superior abilities.
It's and it's a fun aspect. You can travel these areas, and as long as you like to have a good time and you're respectful to each other, I think it's a really cool area to grow up. That's why we brought SPO back to Hancock County. I could have.
You could have opened it anywhere.
There was
right?
options for me to do it in Baton Rouge.
Yep.
And I didn't. It didn't feel right. It didn't work out. But again, so coming here, I knew I had family and friends.
Correct.
I knew that
A network,
I knew,
bro. It's a network.
I had
yeah.
enough support in that first month, and we're five or 7 months into it now. I knew I had enough support in that first month to get us going. And if the food was good, they'll come in. You know what I mean?
I've loved watching
Yeah.
your progression, starting it out. I think we said on the last episode that you were on about how maybe we didn't. I don't remember, but like going back to the Falls from Grace days, 2008, our band, and we're cooking wings outside in front of the show, and you and Boyd are like the mixed maestro, and then now you got this damn restaurant. And you're business
Killing it.
savvy. You cook the best brisket I've ever eaten.
The brisket got better.
I haven't had it
Yeah.
yet.
This-
I haven't had it
yeah.
yet.
These
But I've had the
briskets I
sausage
finished-
earlier, and that was the
These
shit.
briskets I finished today are good. The ones we cooked, the ones we served today were. I mean, they're just getting. I'm understanding the process more. If that
I don't
makes
know if I
sense.
want to try it if it's
You know
better.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's probably like heroin
It's
at this
melting
point.
your mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah, you're just gonna be
I'd
addicted
I'd
to
be
it.
addicted
Right,
to
yeah.
it. Yeah,
I
it'd
think
be a
it's
bad
meat,
thing.
It's meat
I'm the-
heroin.
Her meat
Yes.
heroin. I like
That's
that.
how we're gonna market.
That's going to be your second location. We're going to drop
Yeah.
SPO. We're going to call it meat
Meat
heroin.
Heron.
Yeah,
I
meat
like
heroin.
I like it. We
Yeah.
can always
It's
have
French.
subcultures.
It's French.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
it's, it's French.
truly, I feel like I'm learning a little more. But look, I've cooked 1,000 briskets now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
and
and that's an expensive piece of meat these
Yeah.
days.
Yeah.
Well, beef ribs today. I bought beef ribs at $9 a pound.
Oof.
You know what I mean? So a beef rib literally costs
That's
me
fun.
It's
a,
like
a beef rib literally costs me $70,
Yeah.
and I sell it for $70.
Yep.
But we do it. I do it because there's a few guys out there that love it. And hey, if you're listening
Beef
to this
ribs are
podcast,
delicious.
listen to me. If you're listening to
They
this
are
podcast,
delicious.
I'll buy beef ribs, but they got to be pre-order only moving forward. So just FYI, we're going
All right.
pre-order only
Okay.
on beef ribs
Okay.
because they are $9 to $10 a pound almost.
Yeah.
That's if I can get them. So
Here we go.
I'll
Here we
make-
go, Slim. Right here.
What's up?
This brisket is very addictive. By far the best I've ever eaten. That is Cheryl Ann Nettles Bennett. I don't know if y'all know
There it
her or
is.
not.
Miss Cheryl.
Miss Cheryl.
You know
We're
Cheryl?
trying. She had the brisket today. The brisket today was
it's
good.
legit.
Hey, look,
Delicious.
hey,
And they've been
Miss Cheryl,
coming here since
anybody-
day one.
Anybody from Pearlton that
Mr.
is
Gary,
watching this,
yep.
do not share this. Can you? There's
Don't share it. I hear you.
I'm
No,
just
we ain't even got bad yet.
Well,
But
that's
no,
the thing.
we're
though,
35
like,
minutes in. It's going to go
like,
way
so-
off the
so-
rails.
And you know
I have
what's
to be up at
what's
6.
I'm sorry. That's your.
I
You
sleep
you
here.
didn't.
you know what's
plan
crazy
this well.
though? Like
Sorry.
I've known y'all for a long time, and I know y'all done this show for a while.
200 episodes.
And
200.
and I've had
Congratulations.
like you're talking about the outreach and hitting everybody and all that stuff. I've got people from my cousin lives in Slidell, and he's like, man, he goes, ever since Salt Pepper Oaken, the first time we came on with y'all, he's like, I've watched every episode. And he's
Really?
like, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just like that's another thing. Like you talking about community, like bringing him in, Salt Pepper Oak in here, and
Hits a whole
all-
nother
all these
audience.
guys, like
Yes.
we're all from different places, and we all have different friends, and it's like it's crazy how many. People it reaches out and can grab out to just shows you how far the reach
Correct.
is.
Well, that's the power
know?
of the internet,
Yeah.
But it's also,
and
we're
the
trying.
service y'all are doing to people.
Correct. And we're
You know.
in the community that we're trying to reach. We're all encompassing. We love everybody. There ain't no doubt about that. But there are. It's like you said. There's people over in Louisiana. It's the same shit. They live the same life we do. They're in the same
We
shit.
eat the same boudins.
Right.
That's right.
And you, I think you touched on it a minute ago. You said it about the damn major networks, the major news in this country. I'm gonna go like big picture here for a second.
Go ahead.
It's so shitty. I fucking hate it. I hate everything they talk about. I hate the way they talk about it. Damn near, even if I agree with what they're talking about, they do it in such a terrible way that I don't like it.
Do you spend your time watching it?
I
No.
used to a lot.
Well,
Yes, I go through peaks and valleys.
I don't.
I
It's-
did. Because I like that. It's important. It's very
Yeah.
important. It's extremely important. Yes, it is. No. Not watching the news. I'm talking about like the political side of shit
Yeah.
and making sure you're in tune with what's going on. It's very important. It really is because
Haven't we seen that it doesn't matter?
Yeah.
Have you
I'm gonna
seen
push
that?
real
They
back
closed
hard
the
on that.
case on the cocaine in the White House. I mean,
But why? Because they
We
can
know who it was.
because they can get away with it.
Yeah. Well,
Because they can get away with
But
it.
it's,
That's
but,
why.
But it's
So
constantly.
why
it's-
waste your time?
Well, it's,
You're right.
it's constantly.
Well, that's
focused-
we could do another 2
it's-
hours on
it-
that. But I
You brought it
I
up.
understand what you're saying. But
I
I
don't even
disagree.
know where you're going with it. But why waste your time?
Where I
Listen
was
to what
going
they're going to tell you
where I was going with
and
it
get you
is
so fired up. Look at your blood pressure.
my blood
He's
pressure
mad.
went up. My face
He's
is I'm
mad.
sweating.
Why'd you even bring it up?
Because what I was trying to say is that this is what I like about the internet and what I like about
Okay,
what we
go.
do is because
Well,
we highlight
go.
this area and give a real
Yeah.
picture of. Now we're not doing investigative journalism. I'm not
No.
trying to go out and find out who's dumping oil in the wrong
No.
places and all this shit. But I'm saying it's real conversations.
Yeah.
And there are YouTubers out there that are giving you the real story
Right.
about geopolitical issues
so-
and all this other shit.
I mean, look, I truly believe that the internet, there's censorship on the internet because there's
100%.
there's truth and reality out there.
Mhm.
You can find it, you can source it. We on TikTok we had how many people watching us earlier today?
A bunch.
Yeah.
How many? Truly, tell me.
A bunch.
I think I saw 3 something.
Okay, so we had 16,000 views while we were on TikTok. We have 52,000 likes on TikTok.
Yep.
So you're telling me that where are people at right now?
Internet.
How many
Social
people are
media.
watching right now?
Social media.
100%. 20 right now. We were up
20.
to 36 earlier. Yeah.
So
20.
they're not on Netflix.
No,
They're
no.
not on the news.
Well, they are. They're on Netflix, but they're not
You know
on.
what I
They're
mean?
not on basic cable. They're
But
not
That's
as
what I'm
much.
saying. They have access to content at their fingertips
Correct.
at all times.
And real shit.
And
Real.
And if you're
That's
Where's
interesting,
that ice?
I don't even know.
I
if we
thought I
have
made
ice.
one. Yeah, it's right there.
Oh.
Yeah,
At the end of the day, if you're putting out content that is good and watchable and people enjoy
Thank
you
you,
and
sir.
they want to hear a conversation, they're going to watch.
It's like put the camera on.
We
Zach.
appreciate-
Let's see.
we're glad-
Zach should have been on.
Look,
Thanks,
we're
Zach.
truly glad Zach showed up.
Zach didn't want to put the
We
headphones.
need
Zach's
somebody
Zach's
back
coming
there.
on about guns. Zach's
Yes,
coming on
yes.
about guns.
We're gonna
Done
put
deal.
his-
I don't
put
know if
his
he's
ass
even
on.
into that, but he's coming in
He's going
about
to talk
guns.
about
We
guns
needed
and
Zach to
sex
bring us
swings.
ice.
That's what he does.
Zach, can we get some more ice?
We did right here.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Oh, you didn't get none. Sorry.
No, I'm good. I don't need anything.
But
Okay.
again, I don't even know where we're at. We got all off topic.
About the major media
You
shit.
guys,
First of all, we
you
need
brought
to-
it all up.
We need to hold up. We need to shut it down for a minute.
What happened? Oh yeah, tell them what we drinking. We should have led with
so,
that.
So KMET Forums, if y'all want to send us some more of this 15-year-old bourbon, we'll Brown Water Banner will accept it.
Yes.
They'll take that sponsorship. We need a case a month, and we'll tell you how it goes from there.
I like how you bid high. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
We could do it. We could do a Mississippi bourbon too if they have one.
Uh-oh.
Is there a local
Shots fired.
So,
Shots
so,
fired.
Speaking of Hancock
Shots
County,
fired. Speaking of Hancock.
County, if a local, distiller wants to help these guys out of Brownwater Bourbon, even answer his phone, we would love to have that happen.
Ooh, shots fired.
Shots fired again.
I'm not
but
going to say
I'm gonna go-
any
I'm gonna go-
names, but any Hancock County bourbon distillers out there.
I'm gonna go on record on 200 and say he's got good shit going on.
Hey,
He
let's
does.
do
He does.
this.
It's good.
Let's do
really
this.
like that.
Let's do
4-year
this.
bourbon.
Let's put DC in the hot seat tonight.
All right, let's go.
Ooh, damn it!
And
Here we go.
Can I
let's
vote
build-
on this? Can we vote
No.
on
Let's
this?
put DC in the
Yeah,
hot
3 against
seat.
1. Done. Let's go.
Yeah, you
Let's
lost.
build. Let's go after a barrel and do a
Oh.
brown water SPO collab.
Let's
on a
do
barrel.
it. Let's do it.
And then
How am I in the hot seat?
because you're coming in with more.
You
in
gotta
Holland.
buy
You know what I
it.
mean?
You gotta fund it.
Oh,
You gotta
so-
fund it.
Yeah.
We need you to
That's
fund
the hot
it.
seat.
Yeah.
I get to be the sponsorship.
No, we need.
Okay.
No, we need you
All
to
right,
fund it.
This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to that distillery.
Does that distillery in the Kill have a barrel we can get?
Yeah,
Yes.
really, really.
You
So
know,
this is what we're gonna do.
brown water
Listen to
barrel.
me. You ready? This is my pitch.
SPO.
This is my pitch. Brown water and SPO. We buy the barrel.
Yep.
We make I think it's 5,000 bottles or so many cases. Somebody can answer in the comments.
MC, if you listen, MC.
I take
We need
the
this.
oak that I use as my blocking logs, and I'll smoke it for 1 month in the pit. I'll split it,
Soak
and then
it.
we'll add it into the barrel. And in
Yes.
6 months at Christmas time, we'll release it.
So
That's-
you're
that-
gonna.
I-
So
I'm
you're
gonna have to go back and replay everything you just said.
You're gonna
but that sounds
char.
pretty badass
You're gonna
right there to
char
me.
a oak.
I'm gonna
oak
char
stick,
oak
A
log
log.
for 1 month,
so you can just
and then we're gonna
age
split it.
bourbon in it.
and we're going to put it in the bourbon barrel.
Yeah,
to
in the
age it.
barrel. to
Salt,
get that-
pepper, oak, aged
Yes.
log.
I'm
in your
in.
Brown
baby.
water
I don't
banner.
care.
If
I'm
you
in.
want to put,
SPO.
if you want any of you distillers out there, if you want to put salt, pepper, oaks log,
You don't have to hold it.
in your whiskey.
I'll buy. We're going to come out. He's
You don't have to
literally
hold the
holding
mic.
my
You don't
gun.
have
You
to
know,
hold
We'll buy it. We'll
Yeah,
buy it.
it
We
got
got
sounds
plenty of
sexier
money.
when I do that.
it.
Yeah.
It does. I ain't gonna lie to you.
We got
buy-
we got
they
plenty
just
of money.
did it. He just did it for a local pecan smoke guy, whatever. We'll buy the barrel.
Oh,
we'll
so
pro-
you stalking him?
yeah, I mean, I love it. I follow his content. You know what I mean? It's truly, we got to support everybody. in
Matt
the South.
Crittenden, you got to come down here and eat some
I
of
want
this
to get.
barbecue,
I
son.
want to get.
Yeah.
I want to get the audience back in because we got people listening. It's a Friday night. I'm
But
proud.
that's what-
It's 10 o'clock at night and there's people watching this shit.
What
I
do you
can't believe
think?
it. What do we do? You're the TikTok guy. What the audience? What do y'all love about the Gulf Coast? That's what I want to know because we're bleeding our hearts out here on the
Man,
live.
what's crazy is I
What
always,
do y'all like about
look,
the Gulf Coast?
I always do it. Like I live in Hancock County. I work in Harrison County. We spread out to Jackson and all that. And every time I hit Highway 90 on the beach,
It's
I think
unbelievable.
about it. I'm like, damn. I'm like,
Yes.
how long have I lived here that we take this for granted every day
Correct.
that we can look at this? And like I see people come down from up north that live in the center of the country that they have no
The flyby state.
coast on
Yeah, yeah.
either side of them like we do, and it's like, and I always laugh at them because like even like Zach, man, like we'll be going down the road and he's videoing pictures of the the big ships at the Gulfport.
harbor.
Port
We
of
see
Florida
that. We see
Gulfport.
it every day.
Well,
Yeah,
even like the
yeah,
Port of Gulfport, all the big banana boats or like jack up boats for oil rigs and stuff like that.
Yep.
It's like, damn, it's like you take for granted that we've seen that all our life. And somebody that hasn't come down here and appreciate it like that is just awesome. But like I said, every time I hit the beach, like go down Highway 90 or ride next to the beach, it's like, damn, we can do this every day.
Yeah.
And it's
look,
the
I drive
coolest
around-
view ever.
Hey, I drive around Baton Rouge, Louisiana. So, kudos to anybody that lives out here. You could drive around Sherwood and, Goodwood, Florida. You come about a Plank Road. I mean, it's crazy out there.
We talk about
So
it.
coming here is really relaxing for some regards. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
Well, a lot of people skip it because
Except for now, the Mississippi State line's closed down, and then you got Highway 90 closed down,
right.
and then you go to Minge is closed down. So
it's
and then everybody's going.
We
to
about to get a Buc-ee's. We about to get a Buc-ee's.
It's 2 years
the
before you
biggest
see a Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. I mean, I think it's supposed to. They say it's supposed to dwarf the one that's in Alabama.
You think so?
Yeah, that's what they say.
Hey, let me ask you this: are you going to Buc-ee's for brisket, or are you coming here for brisket?
No, I'm coming here for brisket for sure. But I mean,
if you're going to get I'm
but
going to Buc-ee's too.
But when here ain't open, I'm gonna check out Buc-ee's.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you though,
I'm cramping.
Stretch it out, baby. Stretch it out.
You need some water.
Hey, I got up at 4 a.m.
all day,
this morning.
baby.
4 a.m.
Hey, it's a different vibe though. I can go get steak at Waffle House.
Hey, I get it. I love Buc-ee's too.
No, I'm helping you out here. Hey, I'm helping.
But I mean,
you
you need to start serving brisket burritos in the morning for breakfast.
He's talked about that, didn't you?
We talked about. I have a plan for a breakfast. It's just a matter of getting a breakfast cook.
Yeah, But here's what I'm saying though. I can go get steak, air quotes, at Waffle House, but that ain't the same steak I'm getting at Ruth's Chris.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Buc-ee's is Waffle House, and I like Waffle House. Love Waffle House.
When that Buc-ee's open,
This is
it's
Ruth's
going to be
Chris.
crazy right there. But I'm going to go get a maintenance job on the side because they're making like $85 an hour.
Yeah, you be a manager. You make $100,000.
And just hand out
I
cards.
mean, hey,
Hand out SPO cards while
what-
you over there cleaning out the trash
What
can.
does that do
The car wash
for the
manager,
community, though? You know what I mean? That's truly awesome that they actually picked that area. You know what I mean? Because there's
Well, I mean,
Minge Avenue is not a lot on there. You got Bears U Pull. It used to be a great dirt track, and look, we're going to segue into some dirt track.
Yeah.
real
I'm
quick,
down with
okay?
that.
Yeah, we're
I'm
down
Give
with
me
dirt
2
track.
seconds.
If you ain't never been to the dirt track on a Saturday night,
Let-
No, I've been.
Let me pitch
that's the
something
best.
to you.
Methanol burning is the
Yeah.
best
So-
smell ever.
So let me tell you, we partnered with Chase Holland Racing. But look, my father's out there. We've raced dirt cars my entire life. You know what I mean? The 119
Chase is a
Scott
big
Ladder,
deal.
You know what I mean? We've raced it, but Chase Holland Racing, great family. They own House of Tucks on Pass Road.
Yeah,
right?
I know what you're talking about.
Beautiful. They own
Rented from
they
them
own the
multiple
they own the resale store right next
You
to
went to
them.
prom?
They're
Once.
so truly, I mean, you're coming all the way from Diabloville, you're coming
Not
all the way
gonna
from
ask
Ocean
who you
Springs,
went
you're
with.
going on a Pass Road, right?
Yeah.
So
Well,
what-
he claims he's from Social.
Well, yeah, they're Success Social,
Yeah,
whatever
yeah,
it's
yeah.
called. But look, we partnered with them this year. We've done a great partnership with them for food and talking lives, social media. They've shouted us out tons on YouTube. Go to their YouTube channels, 30,000 plus
Oh, it's
subscribers.
huge.
You know what I mean? Their Facebook's 50,000. Chase has
Yeah.
got a Patreon. But what they need, what my goal is to introduce Brownwater Banner to Chase Holland Racing. Get them in there. Let's get them to
We
the
sent him
studio.
message. He said he was on board. He just
So,
couldn't fit it in his
This is
his
my
schedule.
pitch.
Yeah,
I want to be there. You know what I mean? Because this is why I want to be there. Selfish.
Mhm.
I enjoy both of y'all. I think I can help bridge the gap between your listeners and their listeners.
Let's go.
for-
Let's share audiences.
for-
I'm serious.
for truly dirt track, because you're bringing a new audience, but I don't have to be there. But I like it.
Come on.
I
dude.
enjoy it. They're
Yes.
fun. They're a fun
Yeah.
group of people.
Yes.
We've always had great conversations. So you can go to YouTube, Chase Holland Racing, check them out.
Yep.
It's an awesome group of family. It's truly is. They have a great entrepreneur, just spirit.
Yeah.
Right. And they're doing it on the
I love
Mississippi
it.
Gulf
I love
Coast.
it. I love
Yeah,
it.
Right?
it's
This
kind of like
kid's-
Zach's doing.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
he
Zach
is dirt
Russian.
track. Yeah.
So
yeah.
we've raced at Zach Russian's, dirt
Right.
track. Zach's a great guy. He's, he runs a great show. It's a great track, and that's a side of Zach that you don't really see, right?
On the on the
you
social
see, you had a great podcast with Zach. I've shook Zach's hand out. We don't know each other firsthand, from that standpoint, but
right,
I've collected money from him when Scott took that checker flag numerous times at Outlaw
right,
Speedway.
right,
So,
right.
so there's things that, that just circulate through the Mississippi Gulf Coast, and you don't know how close you are. The 6
Correct.
degrees, right?
Correct.
So really getting Chase in here, I really want to help set that up because I think it'd be a true connection. Just a true fun atmosphere.
Yeah, he's a young guy, right?
Chase is like 18 years old.
Yeah, he's a young guy.
He's
super
running.
young. Yeah.
He's running USMTC Circuit Pro. If you go to the Northeast and race dirt car, you better bring it. Know what I mean? The South is a great dirt track racing. I mean, it's been here. It's years of that, right? You can go back to. I mean, I remember as a child, as a baby, growing up in dirt tracks. You know what I mean? Also, dirt racing, drag racing, everything. My dad raced everything he could.
Right.
So, but knowing that, what they're doing just from a YouTube channel. And then there's the big one in Milton, Florida, Hunt the Front. That's the 100,000 plus subscribers.
Correct. Yeah.
Those guys, like just last weekend, Joseph Joyner drove for Chase Holland, at a race that they put on for their grandfather, a memorial race. But they're going to redo that the 22nd. So that's something cool. And I think we should really, maybe we do a live out there. We go out there.
Well, we tried. Well, I messaged him, and of course,
and look, I have her text because I've already.
Yeah. I think it's his mother or
Adrian is his mother.
Yeah,
and
it's
Chavez
his mother
is
who
his
runs
father.
his Facebook page.
Yep. Yeah, they kind of they all work.
So
on
I
it together.
messaged her, and she was like, we're busy, they're busy, blah blah. Trying to link it up.
Schedule.
Yeah, it's.
But we actually had a conversation last week, and I said, "Hey, I want to get you together because they actually, there's some production stuff that's that y'all are really good at that can help utilize every side of it." So I talked to him last week. So I said, "Hey, I'm gonna put y'all in contact. I'm gonna shoot a text. So I'll text y'all together, put a little group text, and put everybody together."
I love it. But we got some comments. Let me hit some comments real quick, Joe, before you keep it up. Casson Coastal was in there. He said, "Hey, fellas, we appreciate everything he's doing. This guy's out here making content daily, doing internet content very well." Josh is his name, and y'all go check him out as well. We're gonna get him on the show, right?
Yeah,
we're working out a date, but that's gonna happen. Jordan and Matthew said best episode. They love it. Jordan, we love you, dude. You know that. Another local podcast. Go check those guys out. Dan said a second ago that he drove from Latimer to Louisiana on the Texas line this week and never got on the interstate. He said only added 1 hour to the trip, was the best trip across Louisiana ever. I agree with that.
Yeah.
And Dan, I'm going to tell you, I'm glad you brought that up. Donnie, I was on the phone with you. I drove from Biloxi to it was right in Mobile, I think, and I got that load of liquid death water on your trailer that I borrowed from you, and I was so nervous because that shit was heavy. I was so nervous about getting to 70 miles an hour on the interstate that I went Highway 90, the old Highway 90, from Mobile all the way back to Biloxi, and I'm so glad I did that. It took me longer. 100% took me longer.
It's a beautiful view, though.
God, it was. It was amazing. It was such a cool drive, and I lived here my whole life.
Yeah,
I've just never seen that.
That's what I used to tell people about, like riding a motorcycle. You see stuff that you never would.
Don't ride a motorcycle. It's nuts.
Nah, dude, I'm telling you, you ride down through.
No, that's Jared.
Zach.
How's the motorcycle work out for you? No, Zach said no.
You ride through. I mean, imagine like if you was riding a horse or whatever.
Correct.
You ride through old school, like downtown Biloxi, and you notice things that you never would have noticed from a car.
It's like it's a little bit like time traveling.
Right. It is exactly right. And you see stuff, and it's like, shit, I never would have noticed that driving down. I've drove past here 1,000 times in a car and never noticed that. But like you said, riding a motorcycle or riding a boat, going up in the channels and stuff like that.
Yeah, you don't see that.
You see stuff like going down Jordan River, like y'all never.
I never seen that. I had never seen that.
You go down Jordan River, you see where the old wood yard was.
Yes.
You see where you go past the steamer and stuff. You see all that stuff, and it's like, damn. And then you pass McLeod Park and go up in the
little hidden treasures.
You can't get many boats back there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, it's like coming out of
water,
coming out of Brittany Bayou.
Yes,
y'all have never been out of
I've never been there, and when I go through there, I'm like, damn, like it's
and that's my great grandfather's property,
right?
Like for me, it's like it's
old memories,
and
that's
I wasn't even old enough to know him at all, but it's like that connection, that spiritual, family connection.
It's nostalgia. It's
like,
man, that's what it is, and it's like in Hancock County, like going past the old wood yard where the kilns used to be. That's why the town's named that.
Exactly.
Wood kilns was there.
All Mercury's.
And
all Mercury's.
All
Mercury's in
Hancock
Hancock County, baby.
and it's like, but you know, like I said, you take you guys down there, or me going over to Brittany Bayou, and looking at that, it's like, man, it's the same story, different place,
Correct.
You know, and it's like, you know, just a little bit different history, people doing different things, but
it's the same global picture. Yeah, it's
overall,
the same thing,
overall, it's like it's the same people living in a different town, you know. And it's you know, that's what I can say about South Mississippi is real hospitable like that, and I could bleed over into Harrison, Jackson, or wherever, and I fit in, you know, and I'll find a place to go.
Correct.
And that's how, you know, that's what I think Brownwater encompasses. You know, it's a place to go. Anybody can come in, and
the best thing about the 200th episode is how much we're boosting their ego, right?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. That's what it's all about. I mean, that's the only reason we're doing it. Yeah.
Like y'all need to loosen them hats.
That's what they
Yes,
that's what
100%. We all. I don't know how many people are watching. We will all raise our glasses to thanking Brownwater Banners for keeping the coast coming to everybody that's a follower, that's a friend, that's a listener. You know what I mean? And look, to 200 more.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. And
it'll be 200 more.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, for sure.
Maybe not.
But I'll say this though.
Jared's always at work.
Yeah, right. We do.
One day we can retire Jared. Well, he doesn't have to work.
Well, one day we don't have to do any of this. We can do this for fun. You know what I'm saying?
I will say this though, because that's a good point you brought up. We really try hard to make the episodes not about us, other than tonight, right? It's an anniversary episode, 200. It's arbitrary, but it's still fun. The show is always about the guest. Now, where our flavor comes in is, what does Joey ask, or what did I ask? But it's never about us. We have had discussions about having more shows kind of like this, without it being a 300, scripted, 400, 500, 600, and we will. And you talked about it. Let's brand it. Let's do Firebox Fridays with you. You know? We got to get our live stream set up to where we don't have to go through all this bullshit.
Now, we will start a Firebox Friday. We're also going to start a Patreon account, so just be looking out for saltpepperoak.com. Tutorials, videos, everything that we're doing.
Juicy.
You know what I'm super excited about? This is not a joke. Because we're all joking. It's not a joke. That was I'm ready for.
I don't even know if I want to hear it.
I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for cooler weathers. We're at a heat index today of 114.
It was beautiful outside.
No, it wasn't. It was terrible. And I'm ready for fall weather, and I'm ready to come over here, and I'm ready to do cooking classes that obviously I will not be teaching.
We will.
I want to know, but I want to crack some beers with some. I want to hang. I want the community.
Oh, we'll just have the gimbal, right?
Yes, and I want no. We'll do full.
He's talking about this Harry Potter shit again. What's a gimbal?
Right, exactly. You don't know. You don't need
to know. Squibbage.
You don't need to know.
We're playing Squibbage in the backyard.
Vincent, am I wrong though? Are we not going to do that? You kind of left me hanging out here, like I just told you I loved you, and you just said okay.
So it was
like that.
Homecoming all over.
Yeah, it was like that episode where George told his girlfriend he loved her, and she didn't say it back.
Plan for the future.
Wiener.
Yeah. We're not doing that. We're not going to do that.
The plan for the future is tremendous. So what I would
tremendous.
He missed the question.
Yes.
He's still here though.
Nick Crocker from the Butcher on Tucker says he's ready for classes too.
So
let's not wait. And he knows how to cook. Man.
That's right.
He knows how to cook.
I was literally about to finish my the conversation that I had with somebody from the Butcher on Tucker, the DA officer. I don't remember his name.
Nick.
Yeah, it's DA.
I just remember
he works for the FBI. He's in the CIA too, but I'm not supposed to say that.
When you're from Pearlton, that's the only thing that's
he's going to arrest you.
It's a 3-letter
police.
Yeah,
he's the police.
So I had a great conversation with the police.
Yeah,
at your party,
yes.
Which was a wonderful 40th birthday party. So
well, I'm only 23 though.
Heather, right?
Yes, but I'm 23.
I wasn't there.
Where's the camera? You threw a wonderful party.
I wasn't there.
Beautiful. But again, so what the vision would be like is I like to come to you.
We would love that.
So I'd like to, and the police that I discussed it with the gentleman on Tucker.
Nick,
you know what I mean?
Nick, comment please. He's calling you the police. Keep going.
When I had that to come, I'd like to do it there. I think that's a cool little spot. We can come there. We can talk primals. We can cut down.
Is there any way he could arrest you and put you in a fake cell?
Can we we'll walk him in cuffs.
Hold on, I got an idea. Like you can only cook in a fake cell with prison made utensils.
So look, I mean,
shanks.
This is my
hot
shank.
plates, shanks. Could we do that? Could you cook? That's
slice a brisket.
That's
with
100,000 views, 100 million views on YouTube. If you cook a brisket like you do here with
Would
only
y'all watch
prison.
if he got a shank?
Anybody on TikTok right now? I came up with the idea.
Can
I only
somebody
want,
from
I
Parchment
want,
make this dude a kitchen knife?
God,
I want 1% of the total revenue, 0.5. We'll negotiate. You cook a brisket like you do here with prison utensils.
On a toilet.
I mean,
In a toilet.
I mean,
toilet smoker.
Doesn't matter.
if you set it up, yeah, I can try.
Andrew,
all right,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
all
yeah.
I needed to hear.
Hey, let me
That's all I
just,
need
let
to
me
hear.
just
Nick,
tell you
where are
this.
you not commenting?
My
He
vision,
probably checked
my
out.
vision of
Andrew,
Jesus Christ.
Andrew
Oh,
Hunt-
let him
listen.
finish. Let him finish.
Hold
Let
on,
him finish.
listen, listen.
Go
Hey,
ahead.
I just want to tell y'all something. Andrew Hunt at Double Barrel Smokers.
Double Barrel Smokers.
He
Follow
can,
him on TikTok.
he can build a smoker out of a toilet. I
That
can
is a.
promise you
We're
that.
gonna get into that too because that is a
If he was in a
business.
prison cell with a Q-tip and a file,
He
can
can make a
He's
tattoo.
MacGyver. He's
He can-
MacGyver.
He can make a tattoo
He
gun
would
He
build
would
you
probably
he's
argue
gonna build you a
his
smoker
way
and you
out
can
of
smoke
that.
ribs on that.
Yeah.
thing.
and have all the honey buns
Well,
from the
well,
commissary.
well,
that he
tell
eats.
us-
Somebody will put money on his books.
There
For
ain't
sure.
no
Well,
doubt.
tell us your situation. Like, if we're going
There'll
to,
be
if we're going to
another
Latimer,
Cook to
how
get
you
out.
going to cook over in Latimer? I know you got your two
So,
things in the
so
back.
my goal,
we
if
can
we
build a
did
pit out of
something
center
over
blocks.
there,
We're gonna make it happen.
the way that I would envision the class would be set up is we'd actually go in and we'd start the class as maybe trimming briskets, cooking briskets, starting the actual cook of the briskets.
Right.
And then, look, this is
You
all
can't-
production,
On
right?
what apparatus?
So we start the cook process. Maybe we use a Weber, whatever you got. You know what I
Right.
mean? You bring
like
over
a
your
bat, like
Bluetooth,
something somebody's
Bluetooth
got at their
smoker.
house.
Bring
Well,
it.
they
Bring-
have
What an
the-
asshole.
they have a big.
Because they ain't going.
Bring
They don't
whatever
have
you
what you have,
but
but
Joe-
they have a different.
But Joe Blow ain't gonna have a
That's
1,000-gallon
where you get the
offset.
views.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Bring
he did.
over
He
whatever
said-
you
Bring
Yeah,
over
yeah, yeah.
whatever y'all
so
want.
bring what you cook with.
Bring
Correct.
what you cook with.
Yeah.
My goal is to come over and I'm gonna show you a quick, easy way to trim a brisket.
Yep.
To cook a brisket on your equipment, but hey, we're gonna bring some already cooked brisket. We're gonna have some platters. We're gonna have some beers. We're gonna cut some primals. Maybe we cook a steak together.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe we teach you how to cook a proper steak so you can go home and you can wow the wife easily.
Correct.
You're not gonna cook brisket.
You can't.
You're not
It's
going. Look,
It's an
I hate to
18-hour
tell you
cook
this,
or more
guys.
for you. I'm sure.
I don't
Well,
know who.
yeah.
I don't know who's watching this. You're not. You got to dedicate your day to cooking that brisket.
Yep.
Know what I mean? You really got to get into it. I can show you a shorter way to give you a good brisket cook. You'll enjoy. Know what I mean? We can do it on a barrel. We can do it on an
But you
offset.
gotta
We
give
can do it on
yourself
a.
time to rest that son
But
of a gun.
you truly got to have the patience to do it. It needs
Yeah.
to be a next day thing.
It's a definitely case of beer thing.
But
Dan's
what
in
I-
on that class. Dan Henson's
but what I
in
will
on
Maybe a
that.
tell
fifth
you
of
is-
whiskey. You know.
I can show you how to work one that we're going to serve tomorrow. We'll do brisket and pork butt. Okay, we'll trim it. We might even do some ribs. Ribs I can cook in a day. Chicken I can show you how to cook in a day. So we run through all the primals. Butcher on Tucker takes us through a cut of meats. I want to trim filet. I want to trim some ribeyes. I want to show you how to make a prime rib. Know what I mean? We're going to bring this class to bed. If we're going to bring it to Ocean Springs, we got to bring the things that people want to do.
Yeah.
You are
You know
gonna
what I
be.
mean?
the-
This
Well,
is a 1 day class.
I think you said it earlier. I mean, you said the next day.
Yeah,
you're not gonna cook a brisket today.
Not possible.
No.
Yeah,
We're going to
yeah,
start
It's not
Friday
even
night.
possible.
This
Yeah.
will be a Friday night class. We're going to have beers. We're going to have food. We're going to hang out. We're going to trim. We're going to cut. We're going to season. We're going to start a cook. And then if you really, truly want to be a part of the class, you're going to show your ass up at 6 a.m. the next day. We're going to finish that cook. We're going to come in. We're going to show you how to cook breakfast. We're going to cook a quick breakfast. We're going to finish at lunch. We're going to have beers, and we're going to go into the house.
I like it.
That's a
days.
class.
Well,
We don't have to-
Casey Mitchell said, "This is awesome." He said he just watched episode 175 earlier this week. Vincent is a warlock.
I don't know what that means.
Thank
but
you.
He's
yeah.
a wizard, like a wizard. I think. I think
You
it's
got
like
an
a wizard.
axe? Do you have an axe?
So we can do
Could
2
have an
days, or
axe.
we can do at least a 4-hour day.
Yeah.
Your
He
job.
sounds
I'm going
like
to
he knows
charge
what he's
you.
talking about.
I'm gonna charge you enough to make sure that you get your money's worth, if that makes sense. You're gonna come out with material. You're gonna come out with a pamphlet. You're gonna come out with notebooks. If you don't come out with any information, it's your own fault.
I like that.
Know what I
That
mean?
what you said about materials and notebooks.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing:
Yeah.
Well,
if
it's
you
a class.
if you did the class though, and you start like you said, trim the brisket, prep the brisket.
Dude, I
what,
paid $700 to
Nope.
go to a class to learn
understood.
something
Understood.
about barbecue.
Understood. What
You know
I,
what
what
I mean?
I'm saying is though, for like your model, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You trim the brisket. That's easy. Not easy. I'm saying what your expertise
For me,
time
not for
wise.
you.
Time wise.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
cook a brisket in 3 hours. You can't
No.
do a brisket class. We started your brisket.
No.
You put it in the smoker, and you're done in 3 hours. It's not going to happen.
No.
So correct me if I'm wrong. Trim the brisket. You can show them. Prep the brisket. Salt, pepper. Salt, pepper. Right. Get it all ready. Put that bad boy on the smoker, and then you do the class and you explain your smoker and how it works. And
No, I'm
whether-
gonna do it on your smoker.
Okay, even better.
Yeah.
I want the shittiest one you
But
got.
I'm talking about if you're doing this as a class, whether it's here, whether
Yeah,
it's
well,
at the
he
butcher.
wants to take it on a regular Weber.
You
and
want to
do
have
it.
I want
so,
to show
so in
you
other
how
words,
you can
So,
cook a
so in
brisket.
other words, at the class, they put it on their Weber, and then when the class is over, they take the Weber home with them, and it's still cooking.
Yeah, my goal is to have Weber to come on and give us a Weber, and I'll teach you how to cook a brisket on a
Yeah.
Weber.
That's,
wanna,
a,
right.
that's
what
$1 million idea
do
right
you
there.
want to do? You want to
yeah.
do it a Weber? Do you want to do a Primo? Do you want to do a Bluetooth
Pit
speaker? Do you
barrel.
want to do?
So in other words, you got to
know what I
bring the
mean?
cooking instrument to the class,
You're
and
going
then
to
take.
bring the cooking instrument.
But then when the class is over, they take it home while it's still cooking.
Yeah.
No,
You
no,
see what
no.
I'm saying?
I don't know where you're at.
No.
This is the goal. So the goal
We're
is
gonna
for
show 'em
me
how to
to
get it
teach you how to
going.
cook a brisket.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about the class, though.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
point
we're
being,
going to have a smoker there, and it might
Okay.
be your Traeger, right? And we're going to put that brisket on it. And we're going to start it. And I'm going to give you a diagram of what you should do every hour for 14 hours
okay.
until that brisket's done on your smoker. We're going to leave the butcher on Tucker at about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock that night. We're going to go to the casino. We're going to throw dice.
No
We're
doubt.
going to hang
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean? And look, this is a trip.
Yeah,
right?
we're not
Enjoy
talking
the
about-
you know
rest
what
of
I
the
mean?
coast.
And then we're
you
going
know.
to come back the next morning at 6 a.m. We're going to cook some brisket because I already got brisket here. You know what I mean? We're going to cook brisket. We're going to finish brisket, make some eggs, have breakfast, and then that smoker is going to cook all night because that's what y'all do, right? That's how you cook brisket, right? You pretty much cook it through the night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to let that brisket cook and we're going to taste it in the morning.
But
But we can't leave it though.
what-
We
yeah,
can't
why
go through-
can't we?
Oh, we can.
I mean, it's your. I don't know. Do you?
Well, my thing is, my barrel smoker.
Yeah.
If I can leave it for about 7 hours and it's out,
Okay.
so I got to
That's
go
fine.
fill it back up.
Yeah,
You
that
see what I'm
might, that
saying?
might be the brisket. If we had a Traeger, if we can understand the process, right? So we're at 12 hours on a cook. I don't care what you're doing. You should be cooking 10 to 12 hours.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me to finish that brisket in your Traeger to show you what you can do, yeah, we probably have to finagle it where it's during the day and they're there for the end of it, right? And I'll show you how to trim the brisket and put it on,
Right.
but we're actually finishing it when they're coming in that day and we're going to rest it till the next day. You know, that it would be movie production. if that
100%.
makes sense.
That was
Yeah,
my
just
question.
like-
That
just
was
like
my
cooking
point.
show.
But,
you
but
see
you're
'em-
gonna.
you
But
see 'em
the
put it in and
class
bring
is
it out.
going to get every aspect. You're going to trim. You're going to season. You're going to load. You're going to crank. You're going to finish. And then the next day we're going to slice. We're going to cut. We're going to do
Right.
everything.
Well,
that
he'll
goes
show
with
them
it.
the next day, like when you lift the lid up on that cooker,
Yeah.
whichever one it may be, and how that brisket is supposed to feel
Right.
when you pull it.
Right.
You know,
Yes,
and it's
for
not.
sure.
It's not. See, that's like me and him was talking earlier. It's getting to cooking briskets in that
Yeah,
aspect.
We're going to cook.
You're going to
Yeah.
learn the tricks. A lot of people will say, "Hey, it's a temperature I pull that brisket at." Well, he'll tell you different.
Yes.
You know,
Well,
Well, I mean,
understood.
a lot of
I
people do the temperature. They do the Texas stall where
Yeah.
you wrap it. They do all that other stuff.
And he's going to show you the salt, pepper, oak method
Correct.
of cooking brisket.
Correct.
This is what the brisket's supposed to feel like when
And
I
as
pull
that
it off.
brand grows, that'll be worth
Right.
more money because
Right.
I want to know how his tastes.
But at the end of the
Right.
day,
Yeah.
you're the one doing it. So I just want to show you that, hey, this is what you're trying to achieve on your equipment. Your
Right.
equipment's only going to get you so far. I
Correct.
don't care how
Correct.
good your remote control is. It's only going to get you there.
Correct.
It's not going to cook what I cook. It's truly not.
Yeah.
100%.
It's truly
Yeah,
not
yeah.
because
He
the
ain't get
So
equipment,
close.
let me unpack. Let me
the
unpack.
equipment that I have, I can run hotter and I can run longer.
Let me unpack.
Your equipment will literally burn up if you're running.
And
it
listen,
that
I hope y'all are all into
They
barbecue.
gone.
I hope y'all are into barbecue they're still here, but we're going deep in this, and that's killer. Let me unpack a couple things that just kind of that I was thinking of as you were talking about. So if you did a class here with that, and you might tell me when I explain this, you're like, no, that'll never work, and the economics might be shit. But say they showed up to do that class, and you taught them how to trim, you taught them how to salt, pepper, everything. You got it prepped. You got it. Everything's ready. And also you're talking about how to get your smokers that are out here, or if it's a Weber, you're talking about heat. You're talking about flow of oxygen, everything that you do. And then they take that brisket and they put it on your smoker. But maybe 12 hours before or however many hours before you had already started some. So when they put theirs on, and we're filming all of this, by the way,
Yeah.
they put theirs on, boom, close the hatch, and then they row over to your other smoker, and these are ready. So it's almost like a time lapse for them.
Yes.
Then they get to pull them off and get the finished product.
And-
now that the economics
Well,
behind that might be trash,
And
and
that's
I don't know.
That's the idea. That's the idea. But instead of using the commercial 1,000-gallon
And I was
smokers
gonna go-
that nobody's got at
That's
their
my
house.
second point.
So the idea is to do the same thing
Show
and
the
say,
picture.
hey, let's take the
I don't have any pictures. Yeah, I don't have any pictures.
Let's take the top 5 most popular homeowner smokers that there is.
That is your YouTube game.
right.
right there.
Well, I mean,
That is a YouTube video that is ready to rock and roll.
But we'll get
Seriously.
So the thing is, get 2 of those and say, all right, look, this is the pre-prep process of smoking a brisket and how salt, pepper,
and those are
does
out
it.
there. Those videos are out there, but
Right.
you can add your own flavor to it.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a pun.
But I mean, it's you know,
I'm a professional.
he's teaching his method.
The goal.
You know.
Donnie Handler said Kate's could burn toast.
Tell Donnie Handler to kiss my ass.
Ah, Donnie, thank you for that. I don't even know if you're still in the comments because that was a few minutes ago, but thank you for that comment. I really appreciate that. Keep going.
So, all right, look, the goal, my goal with Butcher on Tucker is to go out and teach a home cook how to cook a solid brisket because you don't want to fail.
Correct.
Right? Know what I mean?
And that's
So
the
that would
game.
be my goal.
Here's all the shortcuts.
You
Well,
know,
you
this is-
buy an $80 brisket and you put it on the
But we can talk barbecue that day. So we can not only do the king, right, brisket, but I can also show you, ribs and chicken. Right. So that's an Encompass class. You feel like you got your money worth. We're going to give you pamphlets. We're going to give you, recipes. We'll give you ideas. We'll feed you. We'll give you beer. It's going to be a great weekend, right? We have 2 nights about it. We can party. We can have a great time.
So, somebody
if
that
you
loves
come to
barbecues,
here,
correct.
you'll
I
love
have
it.
2, I have one guy that I've been working with for a while. I have another guy that kind of, came around today. My goal here is to help an entrepreneur that wants to grow his business as a barbecue guy. There's no competition in this for me. If you are sacrificing to be a barbecue man, or guy or woman, you quit your job and you're going to do this full time, I'm with you.
Yeah, right. You're like, let's go.
I'm
Yeah,
with you.
I got you.
Let's rock and roll.
I got you.
I'll help you. We'll talk science. We'll talk all day because I am good at that.
Yeah.
Right. So my goal would be I could come here and help you understand how to run a barbecue 1,000 gallon pit. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna run this pit completely different than you're gonna run anything you'll ever run.
Correct.
From barrel smoker to a 500 to 1,000. You know what I mean? When we run that 1,000 gallon, we run it with a purpose to finish brisket a certain way.
Which I want to give people that's listening to this and watching too a little tidbit of information. And I think we covered on last episode too. But you, your brother, and your dad, y'all engineered and built that pit. I mean, it's a family thing going on down here. It's
I didn't
beautiful.
do anything.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I came.
You're right. He told me that you could. I think I'm gonna get this wrong, but you could kill yourself with a screwdriver or something.
Yeah.
I wish.
It's close.
Yeah.
All I got to do was grind the inside of them. Know what I
And
mean?
you probably
But
messed that up. But
so
keep going.
So you can follow him on TikTok, Double Barrel Smokers. He's the engineer behind it. Him and
Andrew.
my father. Yeah,
brother.
100%.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
the workhorse.
Andrew Hunt.
Yes.
He's probably listening. He did not want to come out tonight. You know what I mean?
Actually,
He don't like the camera.
We begged him.
No, he's a quiet. He's a quiet.
He's so
guy.
shy.
I love.
I'm
But
100 miles
he's
an
one of
hour.
them guys that don't say much, but when he does say something, it cracks everybody up.
Correct.
Yeah, he's funny as can be.
Correct.
But yeah, so
Correct.
he's the engineer behind it. And these pits, look, TikTok has been interesting for us. Let me, so I say that to say that we've made connections on the pits that he's built because we have some things going on in these pits that nobody else has.
All right.
Know what I mean? It's proprietary. We can design it. We build it. There's things that happen on these pits that affect our brisket a little different than other people.
It's indigenous to SPO.
It's a Hancock County patent.
Indigenous.
Know what I mean? It's a patent Hancock County
Humidity.
indigenous.
He can't pronounce
indigenous item.
Sit
But
ice
that
one
really,
time. Do you
and
want
he's
a little bit of ice. I'm sorry.
Where's
Right
our
behind.
assistant?
The DC's got it.
Zach.
No, DC's got it. DC can snap his fingers and make ice happen.
But yeah, so there's that. Know what I mean? So he engineered it, he ran it. We've really tested it over the last 5 months.
I'm gonna be late for practice tomorrow.
Yeah, he's not making it. You know what I mean? It's not happening.
What time is it at?
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
what
Not gonna happen.
Corey Redcapper, you out there?
Yeah, right.
So tell us.
I got to work at 6.
Yeah, you're in a bad situation.
Okay,
I
we
ain't
got to
gonna lie.
wrap this up.
No, we don't.
That way, let's keep on going.
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. Don't be a Debbie Downer.
Well, I'm just saying he's got to work at 6 o'clock in
sleep
the
here.
morning.
That's it. He chose this life.
What time is
Joey?
it? Boyd will be
It's
Sorry.
4:30 in the morning.
Boyd will be here knocking on his head.
Yeah, Boyd's got you covered.
But again, I say all that to say that yes,
Andrew's cussing
these
right
pits
now.
are a whole nother level when it comes to running a smoker. It is.
What's the name of them?
It's Double Barrel Smokers,
That's
baby.
right.
They're efficient. They put smoke on it. They render fat. I mean, they are truly. And there's some things working where we can really show this side of it and on the West Coast and places around. Know what I mean? So,
And these are,
100%. They don't dry anything.
well,
out.
they're one of a kind.
You cannot
smokers.
dry
There's
anything
only 2 of them
out
built
in
in the
these
world.
pits.
3. He's got the silver bullet too.
Silver bullet.
Okay, where's that one at?
It's at his house.
It's a 500
It's a
gallon,
500
and
gallon.
all the women love it.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
It's
I got
true.
that reference.
Follow him on, Double Barrel Smokers. But yeah, I mean, these pits are different. They're next level. They're different. You know, they're going to put a different level of smoke. They're going to put a different level of render. You know, on briskets, on chickens. I can cook chickens in like, I'm literally cooking chickens in like an hour and a half on these things.
Doesn't
Yeah.
I mean, they're pumping.
I mean, I heard like if you buy one of the 1,000 gallons for the salt pepper oak recipe book comes with it. I
mean,
think
yeah.
it's got technical advisors with it.
Yeah, that's our franchise department. Just contact me, shoot me a message. We'll go from there. But
Donald Christ.
again, you know what I mean? These pits have really, helped develop our brisket and finishing a brisket and knowing how to finish it and resting them, which y'all came in and saw this afternoon. I mean,
It's
there's
just
a
the
whole
shit.
wrapping it.
It's just
there's a
Good
whole
ice
thing
cream
for it.
on
Yeah,
it.
it's a
put
whole
all
thing.
that stuff
It's a whole
in,
thing.
yeah.
I love your
It's a
ice cream.
process.
I love the ice cream thing.
Yeah.
That's the shit.
Well, is your brother in business? Is he selling those
Yeah.
smokers?
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, whatever you want, we got it. So it's crazy because TikTok is worldwide. So I've been in conversations with guys in Los Angeles,
Yep.
Maryland,
Yep.
the Carolinas. Like, I mean, everybody talks about it, but nobody's really stroked that check.
That's okay.
But
that's part of the grind. It's part of the climb.
We probably have 3 videos of one pit that has over 50,000 each. So we're probably 150 to 200,000 views on 3 different videos.
Yeah.
On his pit. So I get phone calls, I get conversations, people message me. So there's a thing that's brewing.
Correct.
When you brew tea, it doesn't all brew at once.
Nope.
You know what I mean? So
you got to have a little bit of like interest.
Well, I think
into
so.
it,
Like,
you know?
that massive beast that's in the backyard, you can't just ship that. So you got to come get it.
Well, you can't.
You
Actually,
gotta-
you can.
yeah.
No, you can. It's just you
Well,
gotta pay to
I mean,
ship it.
you're
You
going to
gotta
pay
to ship it.
$1 billion.
Somebody
ship it.
with an 18-wheeler.
Right, you shotgun it. You're going to shotgun it. Yeah.
And the thing is, like, too,
Zach,
like,
can you ship you got it, huh, Zach?
Zach, can you ship it?
Zach said he can ship it anywhere in the lower 48 for it.
How much?
It don't matter.
$16.
depends on how many miles.
And how fast you need it there.
We'll
sir.
get it there.
Zach said $5,000. He'll get you there wherever you want.
I mean, you buy from Double Barrel Smokers. We'll bring it, set it up, and teach you how to cook on
Yeah,
it.
truly. It's a great thing. I think, a lot of people, we've had very good response, from Google to Facebook. It's all been positive. I mean, we're working to get better each day. And that's the goal in this location, is to go, hey, we're going to figure this out.
You got the
Well, I mean,
I like that. We got
learning.
Anthony Bourdain right here.
That's
in the background.
right.
I love that. On
It's
the
good
live.
times.
Well, you look at it, still, salt pepper oak is the only, and I've been from the top to the bottom, Mississippi.
Yep.
The only Texas barbecue using oak wood, salt, pepper, and an offset smoker in the state.
Yep.
Yeah.
And possibly, quite possibly in the Southeast, other than Texas.
Well, there's some guys. There's Gonzo's and Lulin's doing a great job. Central City, I saw that they were selling one of their pits. There's a guy LA32 in Belle Chase, Louisiana. There's a cat in Lafayette. Big Thicket out in DeRidder. So there's a craft movement in barbecue that is quietly rumbling outside of Texas.
Well, for
good.
the people who didn't catch a show, explain what Texas barbecue is.
Well, I mean, Central Texas barbecue to me is 100% offset smokers that really focus on brisket, sausage, and ribs. That's truly where it comes from.
Texas Trinity.
Yeah, the Trinity from that area. They came from, the Czechs owning, meat markets, and meat would go bad, so they'd smoke it, and they'd smoke it in these brick-built offset smokers.
Because it was going,
the originals. I mean, everyone knows Aaron Franklin. Yes, he is truly the prince of barbecue, but there's a lot of people in the backgrounds in Lockhart and, places like that kind of grew, Central Texas barbecue. And what all we've done is we went out, we saw, we tasted, and we're like, oh my gosh, this is good.
Delicious,
Me being a restaurant person, I said,
you're going to pull it over here and then put your own flavor on it.
right.
I mean, what they do well is something right now it's to me, it's recession proof in the fact that I can go with low labor cost. I can do market style. I can slice brisket to order. We can make cafeteria type style dining, right, and make it look great. So now I got speed of service. I can take more people in at one time. There's a thing to it that is going to catch on, and when it catch on, it's going to make dining a little more better experience.
Let me throw a curveball at you to bring it back to the kind of the brownwater thing that we are talking about earlier. Is like, okay, I think you're doing barbecue, smoking meat, and all that better than everybody, especially around here locally. But then let's imagine that you're in a situation or a market where whether you're the top dog or number 2's chomping at the bit, number 3's right behind your feet, whatever. Okay. What about and you've already said this before, what about the communal aspect of eating the damn food?
Right.
Making it feel like home and creating the atmosphere that you've got here too, right?
And that's the
right?
thing.
You see what I'm saying? And that's right in our wheelhouse of what we do.
Well, yeah.
Not food. Do you disagree or no?
No, but if you go and look at just go and look at the reviews that people leave on this restaurant and find me one that doesn't reference the owner of the restaurant and his passion and everything, sitting right there slicing the brisket and talking to every single person that comes through the door.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where.
Now, do you agree with that, Vincent? Or was that honestly? I want to know your feedback. Do you agree with that?
So
creating the environment to eat the food,
yes.
that's equally as important as
because if anybody else was here other than him doing that right there, they couldn't. It's just like singing a song, man. You can't.
Correct.
You got a guy that writes a song and another guy singing it.
Lane Stanley.
Well, if he ain't from Hancock County, we ain't eating it.
Right. Well, and it's like I said, anybody that walks through that door is family.
Right.
And you, I don't just say that because I'm a supporter, but what you notice when you walk in the door, and like I've been here several times and didn't tell him I was coming or whatever.
Yeah,
just
showed up.
Pow. And it's like it's the same thing every time. And I even told him, I said, look, when this grows and you decide to franchise or whatever, because it will happen.
Correct.
And when it does happen, it's like you got to be selective about who.
100%. I think that's Chick-fil-A's whole model.
Because, like I said,
they figured that out.
Exactly. And like I said, because I know, because I've opened different businesses and stuff like that. If you don't have the passion and you're not present and you're not a people person and you're not dealing with the public, people tend to shy away from it.
Even if the product's good,
right?
So and so was an asshole, or was just not even an asshole.
Works even the other way.
So was just.
It works
bland.
even the other way because
the food was great, but the service was bland.
Right,
you're done.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And I've seen tons of businesses in this same exact area come, and I thought they were great because they were started out in another place, and I've tried it before, and I was like, man, this is great. I love this place.
Yeah.
And then they come here and don't last because the person, the personality's not here.
Correct.
Yeah,
correct.
They ain't got the Hancock County vibe.
They don't have a Mercury on their outboard.
Like any vibe, like anybody that walks in here, you don't feel like you're from Jackson County, Harrison County, wherever.
No,
you're accepted, and he's going to talk to the president of the United States just like he talks to me and you.
Correct.
Walking in the door.
Yeah, you would, but let's not currently.
So listen to me. What?
Maybe next term.
Maybe not. Maybe I misspoke.
Maybe next term.
Maybe I misspoke a little bit.
Okay. Hey, hopefully next time.
The governor of Mississippi.
Hey, that's a great transition. Yeah. Let's go into politics or religion.
No, so what I would tell you,
I'm down with either one.
What I would tell you is any great business model is always going to have its issues scaling. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And people and places and locations is always going to be, it's something that you have to work on from an operator standpoint. Our goal was to come into Hancock County and build something that we truly believe that would be great, but we didn't know what it would be.
Right.
Right. So to me, this is me figuring out what SPO is really going to be about.
Right.
Right. So we're going narrow and deep on a few items.
Correct.
We're going to go narrow and deep.
I love that.
We're going to go on brisket,
depth versus width.
From our back of the house standpoint. So, to me, in our back of the house, my goal is to be better every day. Right. So I want to be a little better every day. I don't know what that means. Better father, better husband, better worker,
all
better
of
employee.
Better human.
Just be better every day.
Yeah.
And in the front of the house, truly, I ran a lot of restaurants. I've had a lot of core values. I've had a lot of, preaching and leadership and counsel, and I've done it all. I've been Fortune 500 companies, right? So, but what I've learned there's a few things that you can get out of a corporation that can grow a team, right? Mm-hmm. And it's figuring out who you are and what you're representing, right? Chick-fil-A does well, Texas Roadhouse does well. These companies do well at doing these things, and they get followers, and they get fans, and they get great loyal employees. So yeah, to me in the kitchen, we're going to be better every day, and in the front of the house, we're going to look at you and we're going to welcome you as our family and our friends, right? Because in a community, whatever community we go in, me and him are family.
Right.
Me and you are friends, right?
Right.
The dishwasher might be friends with somebody. So why wouldn't we accept that and look at it and
Embrace
go, hey,
everybody.
you know, we're in a community. We're either friends or we're family, you know,
Right.
or we're potential friends and family, right?
Correct. Or
Everybody
we're
knows
friends now.
everybody,
We
right?
might be family later.
So if you screwed up my to-go order and you know you're my aunt, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure it's right.
Correct.
You know what I mean? So I think if we just treat everybody in that nature, then
Yep.
you know essentially we're covering our great bases, right? Yeah,
Yep.
meat cutting meat is a whole nother level, right? But you're not gonna find me in Ocean Springs if I have an Ocean Springs area.
Can't do it.
No, because I'm different.
But
you know
you're
what I
gonna
mean?
find somebody like you,
But
not
I-
like you in the exact same way, but
Yeah.
the same passion and
I
same
can
thing.
Same
find,
dude.
but
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I can find somebody that's
And
friendly.
you mentioned
that's
Chick-fil-A.
That's happy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They have crushed that
Yeah.
in a good way.
Yeah, and we've
They
had
figured
Well,
that
customer
out.
service
kinda-
is
it's
where it's
kinda
at.
correct.
Yeah.
It's kind of
and it's
creepy
not just-
sometimes.
Not the
you know,
food so much, but
it's not just me. We
not
have-
that it's bad. I'm just saying
No, I
that
mean, I'm Popeyes all day long. But,
I'm Popeyes too, but can you get through Popeyes on the
Nope.
same day you can get through Chick-fil-A?
Man,
Nope.
yeah, but I
Nope.
don't care.
Not
because-
even close.
Because my chicken sandwich got sauce on it. Bro.
You know, I respect Popeyes because if you go to Popeyes where I'm at, you know what I mean. You better be able to sauce it up and throw them hands too. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Well,
Yeah,
you gotta
yeah.
you gotta spice
there's
it
no
up.
telling
yeah.
what's about to happen. But
Yeah.
well, I say all of that to say this.
Chick-fil-A is too nice for me to go to.
I-
correct.
Whoa.
Correct.
I mean,
It's too fancy.
I'm not
It's too
down with.
fancy.
I
You
mean,
know.
I want some. I need some red beans and rice
Correct.
from Popeyes.
Correct.
dude.
So,
Correct.
I mean,
but
Chick-fil-A
you
ain't
do
about
go to
that life.
Chick-fil-A because it's speedy, it's fast, and they're courteous.
I don't, but keep
You know
going.
what I mean?
I
you know,
do.
most
Yeah.
people.
I don't
right?
I'm not boycotting though.
you
I
can-
mean, I go to Nico's and people, they might growl at me a little bit.
You
in the
can
morning
mimic
when I
that.
get my
But
biscuit.
on a smaller
you
scale.
cannot lie. Nobody here can lie. Chick-fil-A has the fastest drive-through of
100%,
anybody
100%.
in the
I don't
entire
know.
country.
I don't know. Let
But
me,
why do
let,
they
let me,
have it?
let me
Do
let
you
me say
understand
this
why
to
they have
y'all.
it?
Because they're
Let me say this to y'all.
They pay a little bit more.
Yeah.
They
No,
train
why?
a little bit better.
Truly,
Yeah.
why? Do you understand why?
But
they
They
pay
got the-
better. They got
they-
the they
Wait,
have
why
is it
there's
that?
why they're why
their system works.
Have
They
you
they
ever-
have people in front.
But
They're
why?
they're taking
paying
orders.
They're paying attention to the
Yeah.
system just
So
as
tell
much
me
as they are
why.
their
they
food.
don't seem to have a lot of people in there that's over 18.
No, really.
Well, you would really need that.
So there's
though.
not a lot of
But why
career.
does it
There's
work?
not a lot of super
No,
career.
I think the ones that
I
are doing
think it works
shitty have
because-
the younger ones too, they don't know
because
what
they're in front of the
I don't know.
game. So where like you're pulled into McDonald's or Burger King or something, you pull to the window, blah, 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 you pull to the next window. These guys are taking your order, or girls, 6 feet around the block. You know what I'm saying? Like you're getting your order taken
So
all
what,
the way around the
what
block.
They just- they-
Chick-fil-A did
Keep going. Tell
with
what
us.
the
Chick-fil-A
headsets
did-
like this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep going.
is they worked on an operating system.
That's
that
what I
can
was
get
gonna
a maximum amount of
Correct.
people.
They
through
paid
their
attention
system.
to the process.
So
Correct.
what happens in the same thing that we do, even if I cut and talk to you, I can control the whole system of 10 or 12 people, right? And two cutters, orders, processing. So the quicker you get somebody through a line is how well defined your operation system.
Correct.
Right.
Did you
Right.
watch The Founder,
You know what I mean?
the McDonald's movie?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
know.
that was what that was all about.
But
They-
McDonald's made their money on franchises, and they made it off of real estate.
Well, but
That-
but,
but
he's,
if you
he's
watch
talking,
the-
he's talking about his stuff
how
where
he
they
sold a hamburger.
Well, no,
right?
where they got out on the tennis court and mapped out how efficient they
drive-through.
would
the
be.
actual
Yeah.
McDonald's brothers.
But any restaurant's already done that, right? Know what
Not
I mean?
when
No,
they did
not
it,
since
no.
then. That was
No,
the
they
OG.
were the pioneers
Oh,
of
yeah.
understanding
Yeah, I
that
get that.
the drive up restaurant where you drove up and they put the food on
Yeah,
your card.
operations.
Well, but
Their
at the,
efficiency and operations.
correct. But at the time, you drove up to a restaurant like in the 50s or whatever.
You
had
walked
your,
up to the
you were on a
window.
date.
Yeah.
They walked up. You
Like
got your
Sonic.
You wanted to sit there in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Then they gave you the food. You ate it out of the window. Your girlfriend was there. Y'all were talking.
Right.
It was like a thing.
You need
But
to have a little
times-
time. You need some time.
Correct. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying why you needed time. I'm
Well,
just saying you needed time. Right. But
we,
then,
we
then
can't
li-
educate people on
correct.
that right
Life
now.
changed.
It's not the right time.
That's why we're
Life-
here right now.
Life changed, and it needed to be speedy. These guys figured that out, and then, like you said, Donnie, on the tennis court thing, they figured it out the quickest. But they weren't the best business guys,
That's
and
scary.
they didn't know how to
That's
scale
scary.
because they weren't cutthroat.
So
And anyway, Ray Kroc, the guy that you were mentioning,
Yeah,
they
Croc
figured
Center
out
in Biloxi. Yeah,
that's not the same guy.
I would.
same guy,
I mean, again, you know what I
Croc
mean.
Center.
So once you have
Is
an
it?
understanding of
Could
how,
be.
same guy. Look it up. Come on,
I'm not
you're
saying.
Mississippi Gulf Coast Biloxi guy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong.
It's Croc Center. Ray Kroc.
once you have an understanding of an operation,
I'm gonna have to piss.
and
him
if you're
then.
smart about it and you can dial in your operation, then you can efficiently do what's necessary. Right?
correct, and that's exactly what those guys.
Let's
you know.
let's get to the point where he called you Baby Joe Rogan earlier.
It kind of is like a
Did he
know that
call
character.
you?
I just
is
don't
that
have
what
all
you
the-
said?
but
Did
it's
you
like
say,
a Joe Rogan
Did you
mixed
say Baby
with
Joe or what'd you
Red
call
Baby
him?
Joe Rogan. Yeah,
I called him Red Band.
What?
No,
He's
you
the original Red
You
Band.
said J Bob was. I thought.
J Bob was the original
Yeah,
Mississippi
yeah,
Red
yeah,
Band.
yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, you kind of look like a Baby Joe Rogan, though. I give you that.
Well, I'm taller
got
than
the hat
him.
on.
I
He's
have
got the
way
hat
less
on.
money, way less muscles, way less technical
And zero
Jiu-jitsu skills.
Jiu-jitsu. He does got the.
way
He is a blue belt,
Isn't he
though.
a white belt?
Congratulations.
He's
yeah,
a,
but
you're
I'm
a
with
blue
you
belt?
on that.
I'm
We both
upset
quit.
about that.
What does
'cause
that
it
mean?
should
He
be
knows how
better,
to
but
do the
one day we'll
This
stretches.
get
shit's taken away from it.
No, it's
He's been studying.
once you find time and you can dedicate time to it, is when it'll come back.
But I don't have the time.
When does that
Let me-
time
Let me
come
talk to you
on?
about it because these two assholes don't know shit about
Let's
it.
go.
You're a blue belt.
I am.
Why?
It's a fake blue belt, though.
You paid? Did you pay the dude?
Hey, he called
I've
you
never
out.
seen him submit anybody.
I
You
got-
fought in a cage.
I
He
was-
did. He
I
knocked
did.
him out, though.
1-1.
That was gangster fight.
Did he fight in a cage?
They did
No,
not.
but I fought.
So
in
why
some,
is
I
he-
fought in some streets.
I got his street credit, dog.
Why is he
I'm
calling
a
you out
one-hitter
like that
quitter.
on your on? I don't understand that. I don't understand. Let's go into fighting.
I just
That's-
watched.
we
I
need to
watched
shift
his.
gears. Let's
Hey,
get
I
on
watched
cooking.
his fights. He's either knocking people out or getting knocked out.
That's
So he's 50-50.
So
That's a great.
He was a
yeah.
50-50 guy.
He's a 50-50 guy.
I know how
and-
DC operates. I understand how he operates. Donald Christ. When you fight, you either win or you lose.
Or you lose,
Okay,
yeah.
now listen.
So
now
he's
listen, now listen,
he's
now
1-1. So that's 50-50.
That's
Hold on,
50-50. He's a
hold on.
50-50
He's
guy.
a 500 guy.
Only Floyd Mayweather is undefeated.
There's
Allegedly.
two other-
Allegedly.
I
Who
should have
else?
retired at one.
There's a
Shoulda.
UFC guy. There's
No,
there's a lot of.
no.
Vincent went out on top.
No, I mean, look, I don't know why I got in MMA fighting. I was 29 years old.
He's
Yeah.
trying to get. He
No.
was,
Yeah,
look, I
29,
will tell
30.
you why he got into it.
Oh,
You want
my
me to
God.
tell
Listen.
you?
Yeah,
Don't
I'm
say it out
listening.
loud.
It was for the women.
No, he.
I
Okay, all right,
literally,
this is
I
live.
literally started MMA fighting and had a girlfriend at the same time. Like this is 12 years to the day. Anna and I got together, and
Yeah.
we're married now. With
I know
children.
this dude.
Yes.
I
Know
know
what I
this
mean?
dude all my life.
So
Okay.
you wanted to knock people out for women?
Ask me how many times he talked about fighting in the MMA ever.
How many?
Zero.
Not till you did.
Not till I did, because
No.
I came out the
It
blue.
was. He's a spontaneous guy.
I love it. I love it.
Same
Now
thing
he's
with-
ripping
with the
briskets to
restaurant.
hell.
Know what
Yeah,
I mean?
exactly. So
Yeah.
here's the thing.
Sometimes you
Let's
gotta
just talk about jujitsu. Don't listen.
spontaneity.
Why
So-
jujitsu?
All right,
Tell me.
look, I'll go into a quick, brief MMA session. So, 29 years old, I feel like, hey, I want to be an MMA fighter. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I watched UFC 100, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this.
So
Yeah.
you were full of piss and vinegar.
He got
You know what I
amped
mean?
up.
I'm 29 years old. I'm a
Yeah.
kitchen manager at Texas Roadhouse. I'm living in an apartment. I got nothing else going on. I'm heavy. I
This
want
is a
to
new level
lose
of
weight.
respect.
Lose
Right?
weight, and I want to.
Can I
smash
can I do
faces,
this?
dude?
So
Yeah.
I showed up.
He said, if I get to 265, I'm knocking somebody out.
Yeah, no doubt.
I showed up at Russell Jones Kickboxing in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Russell Jones was a Dutch style kickboxer. He trained Pat Barry.
Cookboxer or kickboxer?
Kickboxer.
Thank you.
Kickboxer.
He trained
He
Pat
cooks and
Barry.
kickboxes.
Yeah.
Pat Barry originally started with him.
All right.
I don't know if anybody knows who Pat Barry is, but I know who Pat Barry
All right,
is.
keep going.
So yeah,
OG.
so I started kickboxing in I don't know 2010.
Mhm.
You know, and did that for a few years, and then decided, hey, I'm gonna do an MMA fight.
and
know?
you won.
Yeah, I knocked him out.
He knocked
My
out.
hands were good at the time. My jiu-jitsu was bad.
Right.
So I did not start jiu-jitsu until I moved to North Carolina.
How'd you knock him out?
With a punch to
3-piece
the face.
combo. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So I hit him with a
Hey,
right, left,
he hit
and
him
then
with that
another left.
power.
Oh, so
He
you
hit him with-
you were
It was,
striking.
it was
hit him out,
MMA.
knocked him out.
Yeah, he said it was MMA. It was
Okay,
MMA
yeah,
fight.
I didn't know
yeah.
you choked him out.
Yeah, the first
Striking
one
him,
was at Lamar Dixon. I actually have the gloves and the thing up there in my shadow box. I swept him with a leg kick. I set up a leg kick. He pushed me back to the cage. When he came back to the cage, I hit him with a right, then a quick left, and he put him to sleep. So it was, I called it a walk.
That's on video.
a walk
Yeah,
off knockout.
I feel
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
yeah.
watched that.
So
Yeah, we
he,
watched
as he was
Yeah.
falling down, I walked away from him.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
But I put myself in a bad situation. I didn't know it at the time. Thank God I was able to land that left hook because I was pinned against the wall like I shouldn't have been. I should have bounced out. But and then so I did that for 3 years before I had that fight, and then I trained for probably another 2 years after. And we actually opened up Twin Peaks at the time in 2011, and I decided to take a fight for Chase Morales.
Where
And
was the Twin Peaks at?
Twin Peaks was in Baton Rouge.
Okay.
So I fought him at the River Center, and I should have never fought Chase. Chase was 30 pounds heavier than me and a killer. He was 3-0 at the
killer.
time. They called him a cookie monster. Chase hit me with a two. I kicked Chase as hard as I've ever kicked anything 3 times. You know what I mean? And I can kick. I mean, you can line up. I'll kick you on live if you
I don't
want
want to do
know what
that.
I mean?
No, absolutely
Uh,
not.
He kicks
Nope.
me.
I
he
still
kicked
got
me in
it.
the legs in the parking lot.
I kicked Chase
Yeah,
3 times
yeah.
as hard as I could,
wanted to kick
and
his
he just
ass.
looked at me. You know, and this guy is
You knew-
370
where
pounds.
You
did-
knew
where
you
did
were in
you
a bad
land him?
situation.
Oh, was I in a bad situation?
No, where'd you land him?
I landed 3 to his liver. Literally 2 to
What?
his liver, as hard as I
Ain't
could.
no way.
And you knew you was in a bad
God,
situation.
And
dog.
then and so I threw a right.
So you should have just went.
All I remember is I looked at him in my mind. I went.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Tap,
yeah,
tap,
yeah.
tap, tap, tap.
So I remember throwing a 1-2. I came out. My opening combination. I said I'm gonna throw a 1-2 head kick. I said that's gonna be my opening combination. I wasn't nervous for my first fight. I was nervous for this fight. I mean,
Yep.
it's 2,500 people, about 3,000 people there.
Yeah.
And then I threw that 1-2 head kick and I missed. Like he ducked the head. I went over him or something happened. I don't know. I didn't land the head kick, but I landed the 1-2 and then I came back through the liver kicks. And then all I remember is I threw a left hook. He threw and it just clipped my chin and I went out.
That was it?
That was it.
Lights
I
out.
stood
Okay.
up and told the ref, I said, "Hey, bro, he hit me in the back of the head." Ref's like, "Nah."
And
No,
then-
you've
and
been
then-
out for like
and
30
then-
minutes.
I watched the video and I'm like,
Hey, look.
Now, when you said clip the chin, was that for real?
Beautiful.
Yeah.
No,
It was a beautiful punch. I never even felt it.
I'm sorry, clip. I'm thinking like barely grazed.
Yeah,
Joe.
he threw a left.
He landed.
He threw a
Yeah.
left hook that completely took my
Lights
big
out.
old chin, and I went to sleep.
And then Andrew jumps in the ring and tries to whoop the dude.
It was.
That's your
it
brother,
was- it was
though.
a
I
fun
like
night,
that,
you know
though.
what
I
mean?
like that.
Chase and I are to this day. Chase is a brown belt. We're still friends. I love him to death. I mean,
Yeah,
it was
dude,
a great time.
Isn't that
I-
what's cool about
what-
fighting though? When people, when
So-
you fight for real,
So
like
when
they
I fought in 2010, so I fought with. Yeah, and I've been in the gym with Dustin Poirier,
Mhm.
Sean Jordan, Pat Barry,
You been in the gym
Rich
with Dustin Poirier?
Comente, Tim Crater. There's a photo on my wall in there signed by Dustin because I used to sponsor him. Tim Crater.
Did you fight him
You
though?
know what I mean? I've
Like,
been,
or spar,
I've
I
been
should say
punched.
spar.
Dustin's like
No,
he's
but
no, but I
so
mean,
Tuesday
like
nights,
trained.
lightweight. Yeah.
There-
No, I get it. But
I
I'm
can
saying,
bring some guys on this if you want to talk MMA one time. Because I mean, Alan Belcher, he was already in the UFC. He was above and beyond, right? Alan
Yeah,
Belcher
right.
was the man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like truly. and
before
this
Dustin.
is-
I don't know the
yeah,
timeline.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Dustin was a
yeah,
kid.
way before
you know what I mean?
Dustin,
You
yeah.
know,
Okay,
Alan Belcher
okay.
was a beast.
No, I
Still is in bare
we
knuckle
were supposed to have
fighting.
him.
Kicks,
We were supposed to have him
kicks,
on the show.
kicks.
No,
Yeah.
with
He's fixing to
jiu-jitsu.
fight. He's fixing to fight Hasim Rahman.
Yeah,
Yep,
he's a
yep,
great
yep.
he's a
They
great
took his
Dutch
title.
kickboxer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he's fixing to fight Hasim Rahman in boxing.
So yeah,
But they took his title.
Yeah,
and,
but he
and bare
won.
knuckle.
Bare knuckle?
He
Right.
won bare knuckle, but he's fighting in another league.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they
Well,
took
that's
his
what I'm
title.
saying. He's
yeah.
fixing to have a boxing match with Rahman. That's
Can I
a
go
heavyweight.
piss? Can I go
He was a
piss?
heavyweight
Yeah,
champ.
right.
you can't.
There it is.
So yeah,
This
so
is real. It's a
truly-
real 200 episode podcast. You got
We
somebody
need-
pissing on
We
the
need
show.
Jared to
So
go take a leak.
truly I was in the mix with those guys, and that was just a really cool atmosphere to be in. You know what I
Go
mean?
that
Like,
way, dude.
Todd Duffy.
Oh my
he's got
God.
everybody's got to get out, bro.
Todd Duffy.
Todd-
What about Todd Duffy?
So I was in a movie.
in a movie.
I was,
You were.
oh yeah, I was in a movie. So when I was kickboxing in I don't know teens, let's call it the teens. I don't really remember. You can look at it on my Facebook.
What is
Um,
it? What is this?
Never
90s?
back down 2.
So
So
2000.
if you remember Never Back
2000s
Down,
what?
Michael John White.
Yeah.
I went to an audition, an MMA audition for Never Back Down 2. And you had to fake fight, but you had to make it look real, right? So it was probably 40 of us there.
Where was this at?
This was in Baton Rouge at Gladiators on Florida Boulevard.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Truly. So Michael Jai White. I held pads for Michael Jai White, Spawn.
Right.
Spawn,
Right.
yeah, the
He
guy that plays
kicked
Spawn.
The pad and missed and hit my elbow.
And broke
And my
it.
elbow was done.
And he sued him. That's
the
how
entire
he got
day.
broke.
You know what I mean? The entire day my elbow was done. So
Yeah.
just I mean, you could see videos. He was a great kickboxer. I mean, just awesome guy. But I actually got cast for the movie. So I did my lines, I did the lines, I fake fought, do everything. They say, hey, all right, these guys, you're coming back this day.
Right.
Got paid and everything. So I was
Really?
like, all right, this is cool. I'm gonna be in the movie. Did the choreography of the fight. So I was going to fight Michael J. White in one of the videos where he fights like 5 people to get to the leader. I don't know. It's,
Right.
whatever.
The
it was.
Kumite.
So I go in, they call me. They're like, all right, we're going to call you let you know when you need to be on set. So they call me and they're like, hey, we need you on set tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm like, dude, I'm running Texas Roadhouse at the time. I'm kitchen manager. I'm like, hey, call my boss. I'm like, hey, I'm about to film this movie. Can I get off work tomorrow? They're
No,
like,
bro. You
"No."
got to be here.
Exactly.
You got to open,
It's
bro.
exactly what she said.
Yeah.
10 o'clock. I'm like, come on, man. They're going to pay me. Let me go be on the movie. And I was like, hey, I can't make it. She ain't going to let me come. So I truly didn't get to come. But I truly believe that I was an actor in that movie because I got paid.
And yeah, Texas Roadhouse.
I got paid.
Texas Roadhouse. You could have been in the next
Kelly,
Joaquin Phoenix or something. Texas
so
Roadhouse totally screwed you on that.
yeah, it was the
That's why,
managing partner at the time. That's why I quit and opened Twin
terrible.
Peaks.
That's right, Twin
know what I
Peaks.
mean?
That's why
Twin Peaks would have let you out.
Twin Peaks would have said, "Hey,
yeah, they were sponsors and everything. It was a great
Yeah.
time when I spent there." But yeah,
there's
truly,
a lot
so I was in a
there's
movie.
a lot of talent at Twin Peaks.
I like it.
I was cast to be in a movie. I got a $300 check for 1 day's worth of work. I'm like, holy, this is a lot of money. Can I do more of these?
Damn,
Yeah,
Brad
you
Pitt.
know
I
what I
didn't even
mean?
know that's part
Yeah,
of the
that
story.
was. That
I'll
was,
be back tomorrow for my other
I
$300.
still tell my wife about it all the time. She's like, I'm tired of hearing about it. You know what I mean? I'm like, I was cast in a movie. I got an AMBD.
I was an MMA fighter.
I'm on the
I'll
internet
truly,
movie database.
so yeah, and then
Are you-
back to jujitsu.
Yes.
I started jujitsu in North Carolina under Pedro Sauer's jujitsu gym. Pedro Sauer,
He's the man, dude.
is a great jujitsu gym for anybody that wants to learn jujitsu for self-defense, fitness, sparring, whatever it might be, because they encompass all of it. They have a great
So
path
if we can get
to do things.
if we can get Brownwater to 1,000 view or likes on or
TikTok.
followers on
TikTok,
TikTok, right?
yep.
What are we at right now? Is it 900 or something?
It was like
A
895.
billion.
Okay,
we got a billion.
So
18 billion.
technically, if we get to 1,000, can
Somebody said I look a little flush on there, like my blood pressure up.
Oh,
Probably.
But-
Check
It's
him.
11
Check him,
o'clock
Donnie.
at
Check
night.
him. Check his blood pressure.
Check it out. Check it out. Though. If we can get Brownwater to 1,000 followers on TikTok,
We were close. Where are we at now? Do you know?
895.
can we get Slim to put him in an armbar, Joey in an armbar?
No.
There ain't no doubt.
No,
There ain't
why
no
you
doubt.
wanna
Maybe a
put me in a
triangle.
fucking-
Maybe a triangle.
For sure.
Why?
I actually have a mat here.
Let's go. I think you and Joey should go first.
Well,
I'm
why-
asleep on it tonight.
Why would you put the dude who hasn't trained?
Just to show the technical skills
Yeah,
of the
well,
trade.
because it would hurt his feelings if he got put in an armbar.
Well, put Jared in on, bro.
But
Let him
he's
cry.
been-
already
but
got
like,
beat
he's been
on,
training-
He already got beat on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying,
wrestling.
but if he's training jiu-jitsu, I mean, that's why though.
Where's
You
your
can't have
keys
him-
at?
He can't be a double
Mouse.
loser. Like he's been training in jiu-jitsu for 27
Jared's
years.
been a loser his entire
if he
life.
gets-
Yeah,
if he
if
gets-
this
but-
stupid asshole thinks if that bothers me,
I mean,
motherfucker don't
he
know.
He gets put in an armbar by his wife when he goes to bed every night.
That's
Because
right.
I asked her to do it. That's a different situation.
Let Jared get choked
So
out.
why did you stop?
I haven't officially stopped. I haven't.
When's the
been to-
last time you went?
He just got through
Well-
the stretching and decided he didn't like it anymore.
No,
He sweated.
official class was in April, but I had never said this, so it's on the live. Let's kill it. Let's rock and roll. A buddy of mine that was a teacher at the gym was doing 5 a.m. classes. So since September, I 2 days a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, I was waking up 4 o'clock in the morning and going to train 5 to 6
It's
before I
tough.
went to work.
Perfect.
It was, but
He
I'll
went
tell
to
you,
one class then.
I did the 6 a.m. classes.
no, 5 started at 5,
Oh,
so you had to wake up at 4 to get there for 5 for
Yeah.
me where
That's
I
pretty
lived.
tough.
It was, but here's the kicker. This is why I liked it, because it centered myself, because I like to hang out. You know what I'm saying? But it gave me a reason why to say, hey, on Monday nights and on Wednesday nights, you better
Got to kill it.
shut
Yeah.
your shit down against everything that you like to do, and get your shit together. Right. And I did it from September to about a month ago. He's the guy who was training us got his wife got a job offer, and they're moving away. So the AM is harder to do, and I made it happen. I've given up jujitsu for this 100%. This is, if we weren't doing this podcast, I would go in the evenings. You see what I'm saying? It's all about priorities in your life. But I will say this, that shit, no, I don't know that anybody that's never tried it can understand that, because you think whatever age you are, I just turned 40, it's like,
I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm a real man.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
I'm not trying to go fight in a cage. I don't even want to fight. Why would I ever go do that shit? It's different than working out. It's 100% different than that. And it's way better for you mentally. And I'm going to say physically, not that you're going to be able to bench 405, but the way your body can move, bend, flex compared to what everyday life does. It's just better.
It's more functional.
Am I wrong?
Jiu-jitsu is something that you can practice your entire life.
It's a martial art
Right.
that is a physical fighting, air quotes for you listeners, sport. But if you
It's what
do
you want
it,
out of it.
no, it's different, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't-
You go,
you know-
you start figuring shit out about yourself. It doesn't make any sense if you've never tried it. Vincent, correct me if I'm wrong. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Time is the problem with trying to continue on. Once you get to that blue belt, there is a large drop off rate. But once you get to purple and brown, there's a commitment at that point.
I don't care
right?
about the belt
Well,
color.
that's
This is not what I'm talking
well,
about.
but
I'm
what
not
I'm-
talking about black belt. I'm not talking about blue belt. I'm not talking about any of that shit.
right. But I say that to say that when you start jujitsu and you're so excited about it through your white belt process, you're learning so much, you're making time, you're making the effort. When you get to blue belt, it's a hard road further.
correct.
So you really got to have a focused mind to continue the grind. But to what Jarrett was saying, yes, it is beyond explaining what jujitsu can do for somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
Male or female. I think my kids will do jujitsu just on a sheer fact that they can defend themselves. And I will teach them myself. You know what I mean? I've already taught my 19-month-old to break fall. You know what I mean? So there's things that in life that you should know basic. You should know how to fall down. And if you don't take jujitsu, learn it. You know what I mean? Learn how to fall. When I lived in Charlotte, I walked out of my porch and slipped on ice. And I knew how to break fall at 340 pounds. I didn't break anything. I fell. I got back up.
Yeah.
Everybody like, what the hell? Yeah. So there's things that you can learn from jujitsu that's going to, if somebody walked in this door, if Zach was to attack one of us, you know what I mean?
Zach,
Chill
don't
out,
do it.
Zach.
Zach,
Don't
was
do
to
it.
attack one of us, Donnie would have the upper hand for strength. You know what I mean? But if Jarrett knew a little bit, then Jarrett can really subdue Zach, even though Zach's larger than Jarrett, right? So there is some benefits to a basic blue belt.
I want to shout out Leonardo Delgado Jiu-Jitsu in D'Iberville, Mississippi.
Yeah.
If you don't know who that is, go look it up. I'm glad we're talking about this. But what I will say, you mentioned Pedro Sauer earlier. If you've never watched the Pedro Sauer versus Mr. Montana video, which it's amazing.
Yeah, but they're not going to understand that. You know what I mean?
They
It's
will
like
if
it's
you-
like
Nobody
them,
knows what that means.
it's like them
Okay.
watching Gordon Ryan. You know what I
Right.
mean? You're going to geek out over Gordon Ryan.
You don't
you know
need
what I
it.
mean? But
I do it all the time.
Yeah.
You don't need to understand the technical component of it.
What
What
you
you need to
need-
understand is that this guy is he's five. I don't even know Pedro's height and weight. All I know is that
He's a bad dude.
it would be like Robbie fighting Donnie, but probably Donnie. Robbie Williams versus Donnie. Donnie.
It's truly
You know what I'm saying? But
unexplainable.
Donnie's not even as big as Mr. Montana in this video. And this video was shot in like 96, 98, not 2000. I don't know what it was. This dude is so jacked that he's like,
the lights.
he walks into
It's
a
not
gym and he has no shirt on. He's got shorts on. And the jiu-jitsu guy that we've referenced was
A wee fella.
It just lost half the people.
I don't care.
You went
This
down.
is a 200. It's a celebration. We're talking about what we want
So-
to talk about.
But
Anyway, he's a wee fella, and he's wearing a gi, and he's got tennis shoes on.
Yeah.
And this guy, they're in a gym. It's a real fight, straight up. No eye gouging,
It's
no
baby
punching
Joe
in the dick,
Rogan.
whatever, but fight.
it's true.
And you can watch it. You can
Jamie,
look
pull
it up.
this up.
Look it up on YouTube.
Pull it up.
I
All right.
Jamie,
So,
pull
yes.
it up, Jamie.
So yeah,
right, I don't
jiu-jitsu's
have a
great.
Jamie.
You know
My
what I mean?
fucking Jamie's retarded.
Jiu-jitsu's
Whoa,
great.
whoa, 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 whoa.
That's not Jamie.
I
What?
didn't mean to say retarded.
He would be more like Bert Kreischer.
Correct.
Yeah.
Except
Hold on.
skinnier.
Maybe Tom.
What
Segura.
about the fight between Zach and a 115-pound yellowfin? Have we brought that up yet?
I'm on Zach's team about that because that was bullshit. We all got screwed up on that.
and being seasick at the time. So
Yeah.
it's like,
And I'm on.
it's like
I'm
you're
on
a
Zach-
gangster ass motherfucker. You pulled that.
That's
My
right.
bad. I didn't mean to say that.
Yeah.
But I guess we just.
You
do
said
our thing.
we've been saying motherfucker all night.
He got
Okay,
kicked off.
motherfucker.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Let's say it again, motherfucker.
Yeah,
All right.
Zach. Zach's off camera. Y'all can't see Zach. Zach's over there. He was on the tuna trip video that we did. Donnie's trying to throw heat and smoke, and that's not right. People get seasick. I get seasick. It happens.
No. My thing is not making fun of him for being seasick. It's saying that I pulled the biggest tuna fish
He did.
out the water,
Oh, yeah.
and I was seasick at the same fucking time.
Oh, he threw
Well,
up
well,
right
the-
before it
the
happened.
problem
Right,
was-
but he didn't give up. He wasn't.
I
a
say
bitch.
Yeah.
that's gangster. That's what.
Yeah, all right, okay, all right.
That's the
I
shit.
think would you?
Well, if you know Joe, Joe's
anybody-
like,
does anybody got any more
Oh.
whiskey or beer?
uh,
I'm starting to.
No,
like,
we said, hey, should we go to the store? And they're like,
well,
nah,
Joey's
nah,
starting to
nah.
get on my nerves, so I know I'm sobering up. I don't like it.
What time is it? It's
he's
11.
going to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I don't
man.
care about
I
what
have
he
to
has
be
to do.
here at 6.
It's not a
He's
problem.
gonna stay
Vincent.
here tonight and sleep on the couch.
Probably.
Joe
Anthony
Joe
Bourdain.
didn't want to give any fighting
I
gear
don't know
to
who this
anybody.
is, but I'm taking
So
this.
you didn't have any fighting gear. I didn't
No.
have any fighting gear.
that's
Finally,
true.
Zach had
That's
some
true.
fighting gear.
So you
Zach
saying
was
Zach
not-
was a bitch? Though?
No,
Is that what
no.
you said?
Zach had the biggest tuna the whole trip.
Yeah, but Zach's bigger than you by a lot. though.
Zach's way
Give us
bigger
a
than me.
Yeah, yeah. But why did you bring up the tuna gear?
Because I'm a goddamn man.
Because my feelings got hurt.
That's right.
Joe didn't let us have
Hey,
it.
I would just say that anybody that's going tuna fishing, It is totally not what you expect, and you better bring your shit. And
Your
get
big
ass
boy
you better
britches.
get your ass in shape because pulling up a tuna, it don't matter if it's some bitch is
Let me tell
70 pounds or 130
Let me tell you a
pounds.
backstory.
It's tough.
Let me tell you a backstory. I'm pretty sure it was.
It's not enjoyable.
I'm pretty sure.
I didn't get. I caught mine with no gear.
Joey bitched out. I bitched
Whoa,
out quicker.
whoa,
Yeah, you
whoa,
did.
whoa,
Yes, you
whoa,
did.
whoa.
Yes, you did.
No,
No,
Joey pulled a tuna up.
Wait. Well, I'm sorry. Let me back it up. I'll recant my statement.
Whoa! Back it up, Terry.
Terry.
Joey used. Yeah,
Look,
we're done.
This is
son.
impressive.
Well, he did that.
It's okay.
Joey used the gunnel, and you got called out on the video. Which, hold on, I'm not done.
I didn't see that.
Oh,
What
it's on
happened?
the video. I can show it to you.
Okay.
I'm not. You were smart. I'm saying Joey did it right.
He hoodwinked us.
He hoodwinked us.
We didn't know it.
I and Sydney grabbed the pole, and we got made out to be like women. Not that being a woman's bad, because I love women.
Well, it's just the amount of time y'all spent.
Yeah, y'all were not hunters and gatherers.
Nothing. Now, however, I will say this: we had no technique. And I'm not done yet. And Robbie too. Robbie also too. Go ahead. I know what you're going to do. I know what you're going to. Go ahead. Keep going. Keep going.
It was stamina, is what it was.
It ain't that.
It was.
All right. However, as bad as it
You
makes,
had low stamina.
Low T. He's got low T.
not anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, speaking of our sponsor, I will say this.
Can we
Kendrick.
shout that out? Can we
Go
shout
get-
that
Yeah.
Kendrick.
Kendrick over at Forever Young.
Yeah, that's
Men
right.
and Women's
Men's
Club.
and Women's Club.
Hey,
Go check him out.
I wouldn't have been able to pull that tune up without Kendrick. You know.
That's right.
I will say this, and I hate to say this,
seriously, I'm.
and normally I would lie,
Jared
but
was not with Kendrick at the time.
Moran, you bulldogged it in, and
I did.
I'm proud
My
of you.
hands were numb.
Yep,
and
I'm
I
proud
thought I
of
was
you.
gonna drop
I'm
the
proud of
pole.
you. I'm proud of you.
I told Joe.
I am.
I told Joe. I said, "Fuck, I'm going to drop this pole in the water."
Yes,
No,
but you
you're
didn't.
not. Okay, keep pulling it up.
You
And then
did.
he
You
walked
did good.
off.
And I
Joe's
walked
the
off.
ultimate warrior.
Well, I hate complimenting
It
you.
was kind of like when somebody throws you in the water and says, "Hey, swim."
Joey
Okay.
cheated, and I'm proud of you. Wait a second.
whoa.
You did. You
How
cheated.
did I cheat?
But seriously, you were smart enough to cheat, and I'm proud of that. Because normally you don't. You would eat a dog turd if I told you it was a Baby Ruth.
Did I get Did I get in the boat?
Did you?
Did I get to tune in the boat?
You did, I think. Right?
Yes,
Yeah.
you
Okay.
did.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Thank
You
you.
did.
I'm shit on myself here.
Well,
You did good.
And then wait.
Moran
Let's go back.
Bulldog.
Let's
Hold
go
on.
back.
I'm
Let's
not
go
done.
back.
I'm not done yet. I'm not because y'all shit on Zach, and Zach's off camera, and I want to take it for Zach.
Well,
Zach.
there was 15 people
Here
that
we go.
reeled on the first tuna.
It-
They got off.
Yeah. That
And
was me.
so,
I
like,
already shit on myself.
Me and Zach was the only people on the damn boat that ain't touched the pole yet.
Yeah. Well.
So it is like
Sydney mucked it up. I think the fish got off. I don't remember what happened. Robbie mucked something. I was on that.
I will
You,
say,
Yeah, 100%.
see, that's truth
all
right
of
there.
y'all was.
My boy's truthful.
Everybody on the boat was. On
I
that.
got dogged out.
But
I'm
listen,
telling you right now, I got dogged out
But
on it.
listen.
I didn't even know what I was getting into
listen,
on that shit.
Dr. Robbie was the bait catching master.
Yes.
On that. That some bitch caught more bait fish than
Yeah.
anybody ever seen.
That was slim. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. You're right. Okay, listen.
And he didn't.
We got comments coming
He
in
never
too.
got seasick. So he.
We got spam. I love that. We just got spam. That's
Hell
cool.
yeah.
Jordan,
awesome.
thank you for still hanging out with us. Jordan said he loves this. Casey Mitchell said good times. Jordan and Matthew podcast. I love it.
Somebody send Brownwater Banner some money so we can get a mobile rig. So we can do this shit on location all the time.
I'm gonna buy one tomorrow. We'll split it.
Yes.
We'll
We'll hook it up.
We'll do it for Falls from Grace and this shit.
Yes.
We'll do it right. Here's the thing. Joey admitted, because I forgot that. Joey took it. Are you still awake?
It's past his
All right,
bedtime.
it is
but-
past his
God
bedtime. And he's
damn.
in another county.
Hey, when we start talking about tuna, though, that some bitch gets excited.
He does.
My
get
nipples
excited.
go hard.
He's
Yes.
Well, a snapper. He loves
A
tuna
snapper and
I love
tuna.
snapper.
I
and
don't
tuna.
Tuna and snapper.
Here's the
Yes,
thing.
like that.
Where are they
I
at?
forgot
Are they
Joey
in,
took
are
a
they
shit.
in Orange Beach? Where are they at?
Why did you go from tuna and snapper
To our
talking about-
wives.
Yeah,
We
why? I
catch-
don't
we catch
understand what you're
Orange
talking about.
Beach. We catch snapper in Orange Beach.
Good job. This is a PR dude
Yeah,
right
I
here,
am
bro.
the
Yeah,
man.
you're
I
the
am the
man.
man.
All right,
That's why
seriously.
Slim hired me because I'm the man.
I don't
Yeah.
know where Slim went. I think he
Slim
died.
left.
He
Slim
no,
left.
he's wrapping briskets. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I forgot you took a shit on that. Honest to God. And listen, everybody.
City
listen.
took it first.
Sydney's in the goddamn comments.
City's here.
Oh my God,
He's
Sydney.
sneaking. It's
Sydney.
like a comment sniper.
Thank you, sir. I love you, and that's awesome. And I wasn't just talking shit about you because here's the thing. Let's bring this all back home. And thank you, Vincent, for coming back because we thought you left. Seriously, we were gonna steal all the briskets for tomorrow. Yes, you were. I don't know what he just said. Here's the thing.
He'll check in on it.
You failed. I failed.
I was not. I didn't fail first.
I didn't say
on
that.
On a tuna.
Yes.
On a
yes.
tuna.
We all failed. It was not good.
Yeah,
Everybody except
correct.
me and Zach failed on
Correct.
the first one.
Talking
Correct.
nothing but-
Correct.
talking
Correct.
nothing but shit.
Everybody.
Thank you, Sid.
There was like 60 people.
Sydney,
on the
you
first
live close enough to show up right now and come drink whiskey. If you could just bring some bourbon and show
one.
up,
Bring
we'll
it,
go
'cause
another hour.
because we're
Negative.
out.
Hey, we're
out.
shutting this down.
Oh
Good.
yeah,
Slowly.
this is
Slim
gonna
Chicken
go.
is out of
I'm
his own
sorry.
story.
Never mind. We're
Sorry.
not doing that. We're
Next
not
time.
doing it. We're on Chop and Fly by
Episode
you.
213.
Back in the day,
I'm in California.
back
Sydney's in California. That's okay.
Fucking
Sorry.
Even
Sydney.
better.
I'm pretty sure
California.
he's bougie, dude.
What the hell is in California?
He's catching tuna
Disney-
fish.
Disney
Not in
Disneyland.
California.
Yes,
you
he
taking
is.
No tuna
Yeah,
fish.
Oh yes, he
Bluefin.
is.
Bluefin.
Oh yeah, he is.
How
He's-
crazy.
Sydney's
We have
fishing.
somebody in California hanging out with us right now.
That's Sydney though. It
Let's
doesn't
do a
matter.
couple things. I
Yeah,
know you
'cause
got to
it's
get
like-
up in the
it's-
morning.
Yeah.
We've had a good
How many?
good show.
What are we at?
I'm
An
not even
hour?
sure what time it
35
is.
minutes.
No,
Yes. I'm not lying.
no way.
I wouldn't lie to you.
There's no way.
I'm not lying
That's
to
a
you.
real time.
He's a damn liar.
It's a minute.
I think we should slice a brisket like right now.
We will. Well, is that code or something? Here's what we're gonna do. We got to
keep.
We're gonna wrap a couple things up because I want to wrap a couple things up. Joey failed on the tuna. I'm proud of you for admitting that. I'm proud of you. For admitting that.
100%.
Okay. I failed. Bob failed. But you bulldogged it. I think you had
I
a smaller
succeeded.
tuna.
I
You
succeeded.
were
It
doing
was,
a small
it was
tuna.
90 pounds.
You were doing a small
Nope.
Yeah.
tuna. Zach. Hold on. Zach's off camera. Y'all
It
can't
was
see
the
Zach.
first tuna we got in the boat.
It's true. It's on video.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't my fault that I got picked to reel that bitch up.
I'm trying to compliment you.
I broke the ice.
I'm trying to compliment
Did you have electric wheel?
you. No.
Nope.
Hell no.
Hell no.
We didn't even have it. That's the point I'm trying to get to.
These fucking hammers right here.
We
That's all we
didn't-
needed.
Bruh, if it's even
You want to arm wrestle?
a 50
Yeah.
pound, a 50
We
pound
didn't-
fish is a lot of
50,000
weight
likes.
coming straight up in
It's
the damn pipe.
terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Zach,
I was not in the right frame of mind to reel up a tuna fish.
but you
for
did
sure.
it. You did it.
We
Zach,
did it.
Zach
Yeah.
is and I'm not going to use this word lightly. I don't like saying words like this, but he said Yankee. Okay, I didn't say that. I'm just saying what he said. He said the Y word.
It's his favorite
Okay.
baseball team.
This is
Yankee.
he's a Yankee.
New York
This
Yankees.
summit came down here, went on a damn 90 miles out in the Gulf of Mexico.
On
I got
some 5-foot rollers. Now it was
but it was
shitty that
it was
day.
a shit day,
It was
bro.
shitty.
Y'all
It was a
chartered
shit-
this boat?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
It's a
yes,
free-
yes.
We went on
There's
47
no way
foot
I'm
free.
going that
It
far.
was
out
at
with
a
Jared.
point when we was
I
catching,
wasn't driving.
when we was catching bait.
Don't you have a boat that would go that far?
not
Yeah.
like that.
Technically, yes.
Technically, no.
No,
How many feet is it?
No.
24. No, not on that day.
We
No.
was
You're
on,
right.
we
not
was on
that
a
day, no.
39-foot
We
Freeman.
went something with Junior's
No.
boat. Anyway, doesn't matter.
No.
I would never go that
No.
day because
It
the
would
weather
make
was
it.
shit.
He wasn't going to.
All I'm saying
that
was
area.
I got sick. I didn't puke. I'm not calling you out, Zach. It's not. I have puked before on boats many times.
Does
Many
Zach
times.
puke?
Did he?
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna
How
put my
many-
man out there.
Ask
like that.
Zach if he puked.
ask him,
It's not none of
it's
y'all's
the worst-
business. It's not.
It's the worst.
He
puke.
said
that-
profusely.
that's
I didn't say
It's
that.
the worst puke.
Here's what happened. My boy didn't go in the cabin. He didn't tap out. He got back up there. He got back in the fight.
He won.
Biggest tuna of the day
That's what I'm talking
from the
about.
Yankee.
All right.
He did do that.
Okay. That's the truth.
There you go, Zach. You the man.
Gangster.
What else do you need to know, player? Threw up, reel it in.
It's
Donezo.
miserable.
It's
to
the
be
worst
seasick.
feeling in the freaking
It's
world.
like I got this
The
fish.
worst feeling in
and
the
let's
world.
hurry up and get the hell back to the base.
Hey, and we went back pretty
Yeah.
quick because
He
it laid down and
he
that Freeman
regretted-
was
he
rolling.
regretted
That's
that
something
bad.
decision.
badass.
Joe said he wasn't taking another trip out that week. We got confirmation on that. Here's the thing.
Where we at?
Where are we at? Let's wrap this bad boy up.
200 episodes. How
200.
long have we been on the pod?
16 hours.
200 episodes.
It's 3 days later. You fell asleep. You didn't understand.
How long have we done the pod?
You are going to be
1
you're gonna
hour,
be-
57 minutes.
in 12
hours.
a
and-
2-hour podcast,
Bro,
Jared, on your
we-
200th episode.
We average now
And we didn't even
1
make it.
hour.
We talked about 1,000
Nothing.
different things.
I don't even know what you talked about half
I
the
don't-
time,
I
because I,
was listening.
zoned out.
We-
I was listening.
Here's the thing. We average now hour to hour 30. And I'm glad
That's
you asked
awesome,
that.
bro.
I'm glad
Look,
you asked
2
that.
hours on
we
your
can't-
200th
we-
episode.
We had episodes that were 30 minutes before.
We
You
gotta-
can't talk about anything on 30 minutes. If it takes 30 minutes for you to be on the show, I don't want you on the show no more. And I'm not trying
well, you can't say that.
to. Yeah, I can.
It's an advertisement at 30 minutes.
Thank you. Damn it. Thank
We
you.
sell
Vincent.
advertisements.
I would sell it
Yes.
for sure.
I want to do long,
It's worth
long format.
Speaking of
conversation.
advertisements, we're looking. Brownwater Banner is looking for a whiskey sponsor. If we can find one.
If we just knew somebody. Anyway,
is there a Mississippi distillery? That we
I
can
want to
get?
thank everybody. We still got 16 people watching this on a
That's
Friday
solid.
night.
They
at
keep
11.
coming in and out. It's like
So that just tells you there's 16 people right now that enjoy
listening
watching
to
re-
us.
y'all at least because
Yeah.
they barely know us.
But y'all got good charisma. Here's the
We
thing.
try.
I want everybody in the comments
We got
that's
the-
watching right now. Everybody on the live. Look, they're
They're
thank
going.
y'all. No, they ain't going. Thank y'all for doing it. Thank y'all for watching.
It's a fun time.
We're gonna do 200 more. Ain't no doubt.
I can't wait.
I don't know where we're going with this shit, but it's gonna be left, right, up, down.
I can tell you where you're going.
Where we going?
You're going to be the biggest podcast that represents the Southeast. Know what I mean? The Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama Gulf Coast, and we're going to blow this thing up. We're going to
y'all got.
we're going to showcase the
y'all-
talent of the Mississippi Gulf Coast
you
through
got-
the eyes of Brownwater Banner.
You got the Holy Triumvirate. You got
Dan,
Holy
you
where I
got
go.
you got Zach Rushing. You got
Yeah.
Slim, and you got Stale Cracker.
That's it.
I mean, dude.
Who else do you want on
I
there?
mean,
Who else can you do?
nobody else watches anybody else.
No, who else
It's
you
like,
want?
Ladies
come
and
on,
gentlemen,
man.
Yeah.
DC.
Yeah.
Hey, Dan said I made the whole show. It was a great one. Dan, send us a message. We're gonna send you a hat or a shirt or something. Thank
Yeah.
you for making it for
Yeah.
the whole
Come get you
200,
some-
man.
That's
Yeah,
Henson, right?
Yeah.
He watched the whole thing.
He watched. That's what he said, and I'm
Mr.
gonna
Dan's
take
the
the man on his
man.
word. I'm taking
Yeah.
the man on his
You
word.
need to buy the man a hat or a
I
drink.
got him a
He
hat.
was
I got him a
saying,
hat.
get a
I
hat.
got him a
Get a
hat.
hat.
I hope he was drinking with us.
I hope so, too.
Send him here to Salt and Pepper Oak, and he needs to come get a Salt and Pepper Oak hat from.
I got
he needs
two
a
left
piece of
right
that
now. I
damn
gotta buy some
sausage that
more.
we ate. That shit
You know
was
what I mean?
fire.
That's
We
been in
try
the
to get
oven all
brown
day.
water and salt and pepper oak, man. We get some
Yeah,
hats in there.
yeah, whatever you want.
Yes.
Bring 'em.
See, that's a done deal.
How do you buy them? I don't know. Do they buy them from you? They buy them from me.
We'll
We'll
work
figure
something
the
out.
details
We'll
out. We'll
work
figure it all
something
out. It don't
It'd
matter.
be easy. Just swipe.
Listen,
I
tonight-
think they need to be a
Media-
brown-
I like.
Sydney-
Hey, by the way, I like the rope hats.
Sydney said, I didn't think anybody would. That's all-
Everybody loves the rope
I love
pads, dude. I sold the rope pads before I even got them out of the box.
Good for you.
Boom.
Sydney said mediocre at best. I appreciate that, Sydney.
Oh, Cindy sucks.
Listen, here's
Sydney,
well, here's what I want to know.
Why
Why
why is you not
Blocker.
here? Because
Yeah.
because he's no.
you
Here's what,
live like literally like 5 minutes from
no.
here.
He
Is
didn't
that
hear.
Sergio?
No, he didn't hear it.
Sergio.
No, Sydney.
Where's
Sydney's
Sergio?
he's in California. Why the hell is he listening to us in California?
Yeah, you. Yeah, if I was in
What an
California,
asshole.
like, what
What
are you
is it?
listening to me for?
It's like 8 o'clock in
Are
California.
you so
Y'all know
bored that
Sydney?
you listen to us? Go find it.
Yeah. City lives on the men.
It's like there's no barbecue in California. What is
Right.
Sydney's in the brother circle, like this stupid asshole.
He hangs out with us all the time.
Yeah, we love
some
him.
reason.
He was on a
We
tuna
love
trip
him.
too, and he
Oh,
didn't-
because
he
I
didn't-
love y'all. That's what he said.
He was on. A,
Oh, he was on a tuna trip, but he
yeah,
didn't puke though.
He did not reel a fish up. It was a tuna
man.
trip.
Donnie,
He held
we've
his
already
lunch,
talked
but
about
didn't catch
all
a
this
fish.
Yeah.
Hey, Sydney, that goes for something, brother. We're
Sydney,
sorry you're out in
Sydney,
California.
what would you? Sydney,
We
what
truly
would?
miss you. Welcome you coming back. When you come back in, Jared's buying your SPO.
Yeah, and you need
Yeah.
to tell us how he did. This Calumet Farms is freaking pretty
No,
good.
Sydney. Here's the thing about Sydney. Let's do this real quick. Sydney went from the beer guy, then to the IPA guy.
He was the
which I
IPA
hated.
guy.
Which I hated. Now, hold on, wait, I'm not
IPA
done.
is like the man bun of beer.
I'm not done.
Correct.
My boy Sydney. When we have Maizano back on, Sid's coming on that episode 100%
Yeah.
because he's the bourbon guy now. He
We know
he
a
knows
bourbon
it.
guy.
When he
He's got-
jumps in,
yeah.
he jumps in.
Hey,
like,
Yeah,
both feet.
he don't. He's like Vincent. He's a wizard. He's not
He's
gonna
a
not know
bourbon guy.
A
shit.
warlock.
He's a warlock.
He's a
I
warlock
think
with
a-
an axe.
I think it's a wizard.
Is there a
though.
bourbon guy that we know that creates warlock juice in the kill?
Yeah, there's a bourbon guy in it.
I don't know
What's
who
his
that is.
name?
I'd love to have him on the show.
MC.
What's his
Okay.
name?
All bullshit aside, he makes great bourbon.
He does.
Yeah, he
It's
does.
Truly is a
I
good
like
I
his
love it.
bourbon. I wish he just answered his phone.
I love it.
All right, wrap this shit up. Let's
go.
Come on, we're going home.
Joey's tired. He's got to
Let's
go to
go.
bed.
He's old. He's got to drive a school bus.
That's right.
And he's got 2 daughters that's going to kick his ass when he gets
That's
back.
right.
Here's the thing.
I got real person.
We thank y'all, everybody that listened tonight on the live and the replay. It's 200 episodes. Vincent, Donnie, thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for
Thank
doing
y'all
this.
for coming.
It was kind of like last minute.
Zach!
Zach over there.
Zach.
Zach's coming on talking about guns, or I'm never speaking to him again.
He's going to talk about guns and pushing the dirt.
That's cool
right.
too. And honestly, right now, while I got you on the live and everybody can see it, can we do a Moran Hauling episode?
Yeah,
please?
it's gonna be a short one. I mean, it's
Bullshit.
Not
No,
very interesting.
no.
We go to ground
It,
down.
it just
We
depends.
can't tell our trade secrets because there's so many people that listen to us.
No, but I mean, can we do the whole?
We're so big.
No, but I'm talking about the whole.
we don't want them stealing our ideas.
Well, there's a great story behind that. And I don't know how much you want to put out on the internet, but that's a good story too. You know what I'm saying? That whole thing.
I want to hear the true Falls from Grace episode.
oh,
we can do
Lord.
that too.
Like, the whole
Jared
group.
don't remember because he was sleeping in.
I want
Jehovah
Mikey.
Ravage half
Here
the
we go.
time.
I want
Yeah.
Mikey.
Yeah.
That's a different
Yeah,
podcast, bro.
Red Cap.
You can't see Mikey and Red Cap was way
I
after
want
the
J-Bob.
fact,
That's a different podcast.
But
That's
Mikey
a sound,
is
bro.
funny,
You got to
you
go
know what
talk
I
to
mean?
Kevin.
No,
for that.
it's truly the story of Jarrett.
So,
you know what I mean?
so if we
We gotta
get,
stay
if we,
away from that one,
honestly,
you know what I mean?
honestly, if we could get in the same room for like that long and talk on microphones, like Jared would leave.
Yeah, because it would just be constantly just ragging on Jared. I
Pretty
see
much,
how y'all
yeah.
are.
If
with
Donald
it.
Christ
ask
is
him how many
there,
times. I
you know what I
mean,
mean?
yes, but
He's like,
I,
"Ooh, you
me and
suck."
if I leave, Corey Redcap's gonna take over, then J Bob or whoever.
No,
I
the
mean,
thing about me is I'm willing to go to war with all of them.
Eventually,
dudes,
it's
'cause I
gonna
don't give
come
a
out of
shit.
how many
You
times
got-
he helped
but
load the van.
Jared,
after
Seriously,
the
this
show.
is not the sound. It's not a
All right.
homosexual
All right.
comment.
So, yeah, so-
There
So-
we go. Ruined
Hey,
it
I
right
won.
then,
I won the
right then.
sound monkey contest naming thing though.
So that what
Kevin-
that means
Oh,
is
congratulations.
Kevin approved my shit.
Oh, where
we're
to go?
going to get a FFG
Just playing, Kevin. No,
Brownwater
sorry.
Banner and a Moran Holland Brownwater Banner episode in the future is what you're saying.
For sure. But what I want to do is I want Moran Holland for real. However much they're willing to tell about their story, because it is a great story. I want them on because they're a coast business, and I've already talked to him about that. You know, so that's the thing.
No FFG though.
Oh no. I
That's
didn't
on
say
the
that.
other podcast.
Yeah, and that's
It's
one
conflict. It's
You don't
conflict
think
of
it's,
interest.
you don't think it's a
conflict of
a
interest.
Brownwater
Not,
Banner thing?
not
Why?
necessarily. No,
Well,
just because it's more. It's not music.
I
But
remember y'all playing at CPR Fest,
No.
right? Where was at the Coliseum that we played?
Crawfish
I think it's the
Fest.
Crawfish Fest.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
there was
yeah.
still like 800 people there.
Hey, we
800,000.
So
We
no
didn't-
music association with Brownwater Banner.
no, we're country music though, because if we step on the other toes,
Hey,
it's-
Joe-
Jelly Roll country music.
yeah,
You're
Joe,
right,
Joe, Joe Lassier, thank you for watching tonight on Tune.
hey, we didn't get voted the best podcast for doing rock shows.
Hey,
Yeah, we just
and-
do it all.
Joe, go take your nap, dude. I miss you. We need to go fishing. Damn it. Here's the thing. Let's wrap this up.
Wrap
It
it
was
up.
a great
We're
episode.
waiting on you.
Vincent,
We're
thank you
talking-
for being
Thank
letting us
y'all.
come here tonight, dude.
Yeah.
And listen, if you don't come back on for more shows, as your progression goes through this business that you have here now, as you franchise, as you grow, because I already know that's coming.
Yeah.
You got the business figured out.
Yeah.
Uh,
We're not going to like your Facebook post.
I want to be a part of that. Seriously, for
Once
real.
I hit that million on TikTok, then it'd be like,
yeah,
hey,
you
bro.
Yeah.
talk to us.
You know what I mean?
You want to talk to
Yeah.
us some more?
I don't even know who
Maybe-
y'all
yeah.
are. tell
I'll
the
send you
truth.
clips of these videos. Like, hey man,
Yeah.
remember me?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyway, but no doubt, Donnie, you and Zach need to come back on. I want to hear that Moran Holland story
I wanna hear that
as much
tuna
as you're willing
story
to share.
from Zach.
Zach landed the biggest damn tuna. We already ended that.
Tuna.
Uh,
and it's like, you know, hey, fuck, man, from furthest north lands the biggest tuna.
That's right.
He chummed the shit out of
That's
it.
my
though.
point. He
He
didn't give
chummed-
up. He didn't. Everybody listening right
Yeah.
now, if you love to fish,
He's got the eye of the tiger.
and you've never been seasick, I mean, that's great. You know, but if you have,
Everybody on that boat was seasick, no matter what they say.
Whoa.
Joey wasn't.
Whoa.
Joey's a
He's
Joe,
lying.
Joey.
He's lying.
Joey is a
I
gangster.
Whoa.
watched him.
No.
Whoa.
No, not Joey. You don't understand. You don't understand, Joey.
Whoa.
Joey's the manliest of
Donnie,
men.
you want to arm wrestle right now. I'm telling
right,
you, you
right,
don't
right.
wanna do that
He'll
shit.
beat you just by looking at you.
Right.
But
He's the Chuck Norris of
It's one of
fishing.
them where you look at each other and you're like,
All right, end this. I'm done. I got to pee.
Go ahead, go pee. He's a Chuck Norris. He's a Chuck Norris of the show.
oh,
you know what
you
I'm
see,
saying?
you giving up rights now, and we can talk shit.
But
Oh,
he hit the
smoked
camera.
the camera.
Of course, he hit the camera. Why wouldn't he?
he?
Thank y'all for sticking with us tonight. We still got people watching, and I don't know why.
We're
Look-
probably going to the Broke Spoke. If anybody wants
Yeah,
to come
we're
out there and
definitely
hang out with us and bring an extra bra so you can hang it on the roof, because we're going to the Broke Spoke. We're going to go to Grog's.
Listen,
you know it's going to
the
happen.
people that are still watching, y'all are the truest fans of the fans.
How
If
many
you-
people are still watching?
11 right now. And there's
That's
are
crazy.
gangsters. Those are gangsters.
Yeah.
Listen, here's the deal.
I don't even want to be here now.
I get it. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Drop us a comment about what you'd like to see us do from 200 to 300.
Keep it PG.
Who you'd like to see us interview? Don't keep it PG. If it's a porn star, let me know. I don't care.
What,
Damn
you
it,
said,
we'll figure it
what you want us to do?
No, see who you want us to interview, who you want us to talk to.
Oh, yeah.
We want
I
to
would
know.
say, I mean, I will make a request right now.
Go ahead. Let me hear it.
I want to see Roy Williams get on Brownwater Banner and talk about his music writing.
That's not really our wheelhouse. That's
Well, it
more...
doesn't matter. He writes country music. His name is Roy J.R. Williams.
Okay, all right.
Why
well,
no
that-
music on Brownwater Banner if music is part of the coast?
It is. I'm just saying
I
that's not.
feel
It's not.
offended. I feel offended that
No,
that
that's just
way-
not-
I'm
You got
a
a hard,
musician.
you got a hard line there.
No, it's not a hard line.
Oh, it's pretty,
Absolutely,
it's pretty
not.
hard. It's
No, it's
pretty
not
hard.
hard
You
line.
drew that thing quick. Oh, we don't really do that. But I understand.
Cassius is. I'm all about
I understand
that.
you have the sound, right?
So-
I understand
absolutely.
that's a separate podcast that is
Absolutely.
music 100% driven. but-
Cassius is 100% right in our
So-
wheelhouse. Country
but
music.
your
So
wheelhouse
it gotta
is
be country music.
it's country only. No
I feel
rock.
I feel
no,
discriminated against
why?
because
Now
I don't country music.
Yeah,
No,
you
but
do.
why? But why no
I do
country?
country.
Why
I'm a little
nothing
bit
but
country.
country?
It's more the fishing community. It's more the outdoors community. I would just say. Maybe not. I mean, everybody listens to everything. I'm not saying they weren't.
I mean,
but
I
that's
don't
just
think
the
you would have a
general consensus.
jazz soloist on it, but you would
Yes.
have a. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You would have.
We
you would
like
have a-
Southern rock and
If
country.
you
Correct.
play jazz,
Also, we want to
flute,
we want to play the Brownwater radio in here. We got to figure that out.
Yeah,
gotta
can we do that?
a deal.
well, I subscribe to the Pandora commercial, so I can have the rights through. No having issues with ASCAP or anything like that.
I have all that covered. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, just
Here's
play
the
the
thing.
Brownwater app.
Here's the thing.
So if you want to hear Brownwater Radio, you come to
Download
here.
the Brownwater Banter
That's right.
app.
to Salt Pepper Oak, and they'll have Brownwater Radio playing while
That's
you
right.
Vincent, thank you for hosting us tonight.
I appreciate
It was a special thing. Like, we didn't know what we were going to do for the 200 episode because we had like a couple episodes of just like, oh, we got to do it today. Oh, and all of a sudden we're like, damn, we're at 200 and we got, we're at 199 and we got an episode next week. We wanted this to be an off the rails, not a normal episode, not whatever. And we had to make it happen tonight, and you hosted. We appreciate that. I knew the two of you would make it
He's tired though.
fun as shit.
He's
We
ready to
drank-
go to
we
sleep.
I don't care about that.
We
honestly.
drank
I
all
don't.
the whiskey.
We
Yeah,
drank
all
Y'all
the stuff.
truly drink
Every
We
bit.
drank all the whiskey.
Hey,
I think
it
we
was
got. I
more
think we
green
got
shirt
one. We
over
got
black
one beer
shirt.
left. We're gonna
green
go on-
shirt.
Green shirt. We're gonna go on TikTok live.
we're gonna do a TikTok,
and-
but
and drink
I
all
need
the rest of all 4 or 5 of us is gonna drink one 16-ounce Coors and
We don't
Banquet
have any more.
beers.
show you what's up with that.
We drink them all.
Thank
We
y'all
got
for
one-
watching
we got
tonight.
one, don't we?
Yeah. Kill it. Let's go.
Thank y'all for watching on the live, on the replay,
We're
and
going
then
to
the
the
audio
Brooks
land.
Place.
Listen, 200 tonight, and we're aiming for 300.
300 at the Broke Spoke.
Yes,
201 tomorrow, Monday. Matt Haley for
for sure.
Harris County Sheriff.
I'd
That's
vote,
awesome.
I'd vote
Yeah.
for him if I lived in Harrison County.
Yeah.
Well,
that's
hopefully
what
he
we're
doesn't
doing.
Sure,
watch this
I got a sign for
episode.
him up in my yard.
Hey,
But-
Dan's got to get over here and get some eats.
We appreciate it, Dan. Y'all come out. Look, hey, look, this is where we're at. We're 16940 Kapalama Road, past Christian, Mississippi, 5 minutes north of I-10.
I love
Y'all come check us out. We're open 11.
Kapalama.
Kapalama Road,
best-
baby.
best-
We're open 11 to 3. Are sold out. Thursdays are smash burgers. We do have a baby coming up this next
Yep.
next
Yep.
And I
5
can't
days.
wait.
That baby can be born now, so I'm still sober enough to
Yep,
drive. You know
yep,
what I mean?
yep,
So just
yep.
hey, FYI. But so yeah, we're going to be closed starting probably next Saturday, the 22nd through August 5th. So stay tuned to our social media accounts. Make sure that if you're not a follower or a subscriber, please do. That's how we spread our business, spread our news. Thank you, Brownwater Banner, coming out Salt Pepper Oak, baby. Past Christian, we got them boys from Diabloville all the way out here in Hank.
St. Mark, baby. We
St.
St.
Mark.
Mark.
St.
We
Mark,
St.
Diabloville,
Mark.
Biloxi. To us, it's all the same. You know what I mean? It is
Yeah,
what it is,
you're
you know
right.
what I
You're
mean?
right. You're right.
You know, stone throw
people
from
the
there, you know
coast.
what I mean?
We all from the
Not
coast.
from Hancock
You know what I
County.
mean?
That's right.
You ain't from out here. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate it. We truly do. So yeah, stay tuned to our social media. I don't want to get in there and bust that plug in there, but we got to wrap this up, dog.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
tired.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you
You know what I
got-
mean? This
you got-
cat over here smiling like we about to go to Waffle House or Grog's.
Let's go.
I don't know. Somebody, Tammy, come get your man.
We going to
we-
Palms. We
we-
going to some ink, bro.
Y'all
We
boys
going
got
to
to go
some
back
ink.
to Ocean Springs. So, but yeah,
Tattoo Paul.
Jared,
yeah,
finish us out. We
I'm
appreciate
done, baby.
everyone. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank y'all for
Brownwater
watching.
Banner, follow them, like them, give them, subscribe. Have a good night, Joey.
Vincent nailed it, dude. We out of here. See y'all on the next
you
one.
need him
Later.
to sign you off every time.